Hello everyone and welcome to the second of the two ATP finals semi-finals. This match is going to be between Djokovic and Alexander Zverev, of course, two former champions here, and the winner after this one will face Daniil Medvedev against who defeated Casper Ruud earlier today. We did stream that one, we did watch it. It was a triple break, comfortable affair for Daniil Medvedev, but this seems to be a much closer encounter. 56% of the fan vote saying Djokovic, and a big matchup between the number 1 and the number 3 in the world, all to play for between these two guys, and the bigger of the two semi-finals for sure. And Djokovic bidding for a chance to win his 6th Nitto ATP finals, or 6th ATP finals that is, to equalise with Federer at winning 6 finals events, and then maybe, just maybe next year, playing for a chance to go the highest, or the most wins in the ATP finals in history. The man with the most wins. And Djokovic looking, of course, to break all the records. Next year could be a monumental year. We could see most Grand Slams won for a man. We could see most ATP finals won if Djokovic wins this year. We could see, he's already got the most Masters wins. He's already got the most weeks at number 1. He's got the most end of year number 1s. So all he's doing is chasing down those things. And of course the Olympics, that won't be next year. That will be in the year, what will it be, like 2024, I think. So he's got a bit of a way to wait for that one. But those are the records that he can break at the moment. And looking at their previous encounters, the ATP Cup, Novak Djokovic won 6-7, 6-2, 7-5. Australian Open, Djokovic won in 7-6 in the 4th set. The Olympics, Zverev obviously beat him in the semi-final, which he ended up taking the gold medal in. And before that, Djokovic did beat him again. So clearly in the key moments, in the best of 3 set matches, Zverev's actually done a really good job, and obviously has the ability in the big moments to beat a player like Djokovic. And we're going to see a tight battle between these two players today, hopefully. And I'm really looking forward to watching this one, commentating on it for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. I think everyone's quite apprehensive to see kind of the start of this match because, of course, Djokovic had the easier group out of the two. He only had to play Jannik Sinner. He only had to play Cameron Norrie, Casper Ruud and Andrei Rublev to get through, whereas guys like Medvedev had to beat Zverev, Hurkacz and Sinner comparatively slightly harder in the group stage, but nevertheless Djokovic ended up getting it done, which is the main thing that counts. And now he's here in the semi-finals playing against Sasha Zverev, possibly the most predicted semi-final outcome out of all of them, and now he's bidding for a chance to play in the finals. We're going to run through some of the player statistics once they come out onto the court, which I believe should be in 2 to 3 minutes. We saw Djokovic warming up earlier with the bands. He's so professional with all of that type of stuff, just getting all of the limbs moving, getting himself super ready. And of course, tomorrow will be the men's final. I'm not sure they've scheduled a time for the final yet, but we will definitely be streaming it. So the winner will go through to the semi-final. Looking at Zverev, on the other hand, he's obviously beaten Berrettini with a withdrawal. Looking at that replay now, he won the first set 7-6. And then Berrettini had to withdraw. He then lost to Daniil Medvedev. He managed to win the second set 7-6. And then lost, I think it was 7-6 and 10-8 in the third or something crazy. So obviously it's a super tight battle. So if it does go to a final and those two play it out, it's going to be a tough fight between those two. We know that. And then of course he beat Hurkacz in the final match of the group stages quite comfortably in straight sets. It's not the best tournament for Hurkacz. But of course, he was one of the lower seeds in the tournament going into it. And Zverev losing, as we're looking, 8-6 in the tiebreak. And Daniil Medvedev's had 2 7-6 in the third. If he would have lost both of them, he would not be in the finals now. So from that perspective, Daniil Medvedev's done a really good job of getting through and finding a way into the final. But we're all apprehensive for this match right here. Novak against Zverev, two former champions, and of course Zverev having beaten Djokovic at the Olympics. Their last encounter, I believe, went Djokovic's way, but never know in these conditions. Djokovic has been playing some great tennis, so has Sasha Zverev. So I guess that is all to play for. I thought I'd mention just at the beginning of the stream, if you are joining us, that you can comment in the live chat if you are subscribed, and you can let me know, ask me some questions. I'll pull you onto the screen like this, for example. Subscribe to chat with us. There you go, and I'll pull you onto the stream, and we can everyone can see your questions, stuff like that, which is super useful. And then we are also on 29,558 subscribers. I haven't managed to get the subscriber count to actually work for this stream. Fingers crossed I can get it done for tomorrow. But for now, I reckon we can try and hit 29,600 subscribers during this stream, depending on how long the match goes, depending on how tight it is, depending on how many viewers we're getting, all of that type of stuff. But if you aren't subscribed, definitely would mean a lot if we can try and hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and tomorrow it will hopefully be on the stream for you guys to see when that number changes if you subscribe. Jerome saying, any LTA tournaments coming up? I'm not planning any. I may be playing a British Tour tournament next week, but I haven't fully made up my mind on whether I'm playing that yet. But other than that, there'll be a few British Tour tournaments at the beginning of next year, followed by some futures events. I'm so excited to be launching a new project as well on YouTube, which is going to show my journey to my first ATP point, first professional point, and showing how I'm training, what I'm doing, what I'm eating on a day-to-day basis in a more vlog style than what we've done in the past. Now that I have the time, now that I have the year off, I'm setting myself that goal to portray my journey to you guys. The reason I'm telling you now is because I want to, make sure that I hold myself accountable, that I, get it done, and that I can put that content out for you guys. For the moment, we're going to be posting daily shorts. We're coming up with, the best points of some of our tournaments and trainings and stuff like that on the YouTube shorts every day. So there's always going to be content for you guys to go and watch on there. And then we're going to be doing, just keeping the videos going on the Sundays over the next few weeks. And then we'll be launching that project in 2022. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and turn the bell notifications on, because when that project comes out, you do not want to miss it. And I'm sure you will hopefully enjoy those types of videos. And we've got a countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, counting down the seeds of the tournament. Of course, Novak, the number 1. And they're ready to walk out onto the court. Sasha Zverev will be taking the court first. And it's going to be interesting to see how we start this match. Obviously, Djokovic is going to make Sasha Zverev play in his service games. So going to look to get as many free points on the serve as possible. And that's going to be how this game goes. Djokovic, obviously such a consistent server. And Zverev, obviously such a dominant server. And both of these guys going to be looking to lead from the beginning of this set. I think both of these guys will elect to serve first if they have the opportunity. That's definitely what I would do if I had these guys serves. And hopefully we have a long 3-set battle between these guys today. That's what I'm looking forward to. And of course, no bias between any of these guys. Obviously German, I'm slightly siding on the side of Sasha Zverev if you had to ask me. That's not going to affect my commentary, of course, and my opinions to these guys. Djokovic walking out onto the court now. 55% saying Djokovic in the Tennis TV poll. So clearly very tight one. And usually the poll is actually accurate. So on the higher percentage of the player, usually the easier the match goes. So it seems to be pretty accurate so far. Both the Medvedev semis and the Djokovic-Norrie match were both about 70% to the Djokovic and Medvedev, and they were pretty close. So 55% is the closest I've seen so far. So it's almost a 50-50 between these two guys. Let's have a look at their player stats or their statistics. Djokovic, number 1 in the world, 34 years of age. He's still got many years left in his career. Let's be honest here. With the shape that he's in, he can go until, I say, 40, maybe 45. Maybe not 45, but definitely 40, 43. I'd say maybe 10 years if you're really pushing it. He's 6'2", deceivingly tall. He seems slightly smaller than that, but he's not. He's obviously from Serbia, right-handed. 48-6 win-loss record for this year. That is really sound, super solid. Only losing 6 times. He's played definitely more than 6 tournaments. So we know how many tournaments he's had to have won to only lost 6 matches. I think Medvedev's lost, his record was 54-12, so played slightly more matches, but also lost double the amount of matches. And career titles, He's on 86 career titles. See if I reckon he'll retire once he gets to 100. That's going to be his aim. Sasha Zverev, Alexander Zverev, on the other hand, ranked number 3 in the world. He's 24 years of age, 10 years the younger of Novak Djokovic. He's from Germany. I'm also German, so I have that slight connection there. He's 6'6", 198 centimeters, towering over Mohamed Leani here at the coin toss, and he's 55-14, so a similar record to Djokovic. Djokovic obviously 48-6, so quite a few more losses, but also a few more wins, but still a very, very respectable win-loss record. If you're winning more than 66% of matches at the tour level, you're doing a good job. And of course, this is the number 1 and 3 in the world we're talking about, so of course they're going to be winning, should be winning more than 60% of matches. And 18 singles titles at 24 years of age. Casper Ruud obviously only winning 10, and he's I think 22 years of age. I think, yeah, 22. So he's still got a bit of a way to go, but he's on a good track as well. He obviously lost to Medvedev in the semis, but now the head-to-head, the big thing, 7-3 for Zverev. The last time Zverev beat Djokovic was in the the chance to play in the gold medal match at the Olympics. Djokovic seems to have trouble in the Olympics with performances. He obviously lost in Rio, and now he lost once again in this Olympics. And who wins? We've got Djokovic on one side, Zverev on the other. Let's take a look at their stats. 68% first serve percentage for Zverev, only 65% first serve percentage for Djokovic. I'm guessing these are the serve percentages for this tournament. 78% first serve points won for Zverev. So, I mean, really edging Djokovic out here in these service statistics, but 65% of break points saved. So when it comes down to crunch time, Djokovic edging out Zverev. But if we take the overall percentage difference, it's 3% plus 1%, 4% for Zverev, and 3% for Djokovic. So Djokovic, 1% less than Zverev. Does that mean Zverev is going to win this match? If he's 1% less, does that mean he's going to lose? Who knows? Could the 1% make the difference in this match? I mean, it's going to be fine margins, as we know. Both of these guys have played before. Most of the time, they've gone to 3 sets. So it's going to be a tight battle between these two. Max saying Zverev is the favourite in this match. Do you think so? I think 56% saying Djokovic. I think Djokovic has to be the number 1 pick in this match. Definitely the favourite, surely, because crowd capacity pretty much looking like 100%. Nobody's going to want to miss this semi-final. Slightly emptier earlier. Who's serving first? We have. I'm not sure. I missed the coin toss because we were doing the player previews. We maybe come back to them a bit later on when, towards the first set or something, if I want to point out some specific statistic. But I'm not sure who's going to be serving. I guess we'll find out shortly as they're warming up serves now, so they should nearly be ready. And Max saying, after Paris loss, Djokovic won Paris. Do you mean that Djokovic maybe should be playing well in this tournament? He is definitely for sure playing well in this tournament. He's pushing Medvedev into a third set, obviously beating Berrettini, so I mean, it really depends on who has the best start and who plays the best tennis, I guess. And that's all that's going to count. And yeah, that's the main thing, And that's really what's gonna make the difference in this match. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one. I'm really on edge with who I think's gonna win. On one hand, I'm thinking Djokovic. I'm thinking he's the GOAT. He's playing so well. The statistics tell the story from the previous matches. The fan vote says he's going to win. He could make history and equal Federer in ATP Finals wins. On the other hand, we got Zverev. He won their encounter in the semi-final of the Olympics. That was a semi-final. This is another semi-final. He's obviously a big server. He's playing well this week in this tournament. He's got this far. It's going to be a really, really tight battle between these guys, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as much as I am. Yeah, well, we're going to see. Max saying, I found your channel recently. From how long are you doing this? Well, we're doing the live stream since about the French Open last year, or no, slightly earlier than the French Open last year. So that's when we were trialing it out, and it seemed to be quite a bit of a success. So, we carried on doing it. And of course, now we're looking to do much more next year. I really enjoy doing the streaming stuff, and I feel like a lot of the viewers enjoy the streaming stuff as well. Looking at their last encounter, Djokovic winning in 5 sets in the semi-finals of the US Open, of course. So he has that on the upper hand. But looking at who won the first sets, it was 6-4 Zverev, then 6-2, 6-4 Djokovic. So if it was best of 3, Djokovic would have won. But again, Zverev winning the first set, so we never know what's going to happen. And we've been doing the channel, I believe, well, we started in about 2015, so 6 years ago, but it was very patchy uploading schedules and stuff. And we haven't been the most consistent with the uploading, and we haven't really, I believe, done 100% what we wanted to do in the kind of the format, because of, you know, me and Lucian having school, obviously playing tennis full time, a lot of other things that we've been doing, Instagram, all of that type of stuff. But now that's my kind of goal to myself, to really for 1 year focus on creating a really comprehensive vlog style journey of my tennis on this channel, which is, you know, super exciting. Did the match start? No, the match will start when you see it on the scoreboard here, when they started the first point. They're just in the little break in between the warm-up and they serve the first ball. So they're getting out on the court now. Looking at the arena, semi-final Turin, Italy. Seed number 1, of course, against the seed number 3. And I'm excited to see what is going to happen next. Djokovic to serve first. Djokovic serving. So I guess opening on the front foot and Zverev starting on the back foot. But can he maybe squeeze a break out of Novak? Sounds pretty crazy when I say it like that. It's Novak Djokovic. He's not going to lose his first service game. But he did get broken against Ruud in the first service game. Remember that. And here we go. The opening point of the men's semi-final. Djokovic to serve. Djokovic goes serve. Down the tee, goes long. Second serve from Novak. Goes with the serve out wide. Zverev goes cross-court. Djokovic goes to Zverev's backhand, goes through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Zverev goes backhand, good depth. Djokovic goes inside in. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes up the line. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes to Zverev's forehand, who goes cross. Djokovic goes up the line. Zverev goes backhand cross into the net. And from that first point, you can tell what a competitive encounter this is going to be. Zverev just walking over and having a look at the line. Just having a quick look at the line. And a solid first point to open up this match. Looking at a replay of the serve. Serve actually was out. Should have been a double fault. Zverev should have challenged. Serve goes long from Djokovic. Got quite lucky there, because if Zverev would have challenged, he would have been 15-love down. So got a bit lucky on that one. Bouncing the ball again. He's not going to give Zverev any free points now. Kicks up to Zverev's forehand, shanks it. Goes long. Oh, hasn't bounced yet. Where's the ball gone? The ball got stuck on... Oh no, it came down eventually. The ball kick caught it there. That took ages for that ball to come down. 30 love. Djokovic going to look through to ease through the service game. Put the pressure straight on Zverev. Usually the first few games is where a server's going to get broken, because he's just trying to find his rhythm. But Zverev unable. Missing the return. Solid serving from Djokovic. That's why he's the number 1 in the world. Such a consistent server. I think I heard a statistic when he was playing in his when his last group stage match against Norrie. Every time he serves down the tee on the juice side, he's won the point in the whole tournament. 43 serves. He hasn't lost a single one. Hopefully he can keep that record. Serve out wide. Backhand up the line. 1-2 punch. Zverev, good defense. Misses long. First game to Djokovic. And we're opened up in this second semi-final match with the Djokovic hold service game. Looking nice and consistent, nice and solid. It's what we like to see. When will the 2022 calendar be released? Yes, I mean, I'm waiting for that as well. It's obviously helpful with the streaming to know what's going on. Also, the Futures Circuit calendar, which is what I'm going to be playing next year, is also not released. So maybe towards the end of the year, they'll begin scheduling them in for next year. I guess during COVID, it's quite difficult. They have to make extra arrangements and adjustments than they would have to in a usual year. But Zverev to serve now. Big serve down the tee. Djokovic can't quite get there. That's what we're going to see. Some big serving. I think we're going to have the first few games flying by with Djokovic and Zverev hitting some big service games. That's what I'm predicting. Zverev, again, 15 love. Big serve out wide. It's an ace. Djokovic is going to challenge. Is it in? Ball's called in. But again, a second bomb serve from Zverev here. Serve. Oh, just wide. Second serve. Djokovic looking so confident in his call. The guy's got pinpoint laser vision almost. Alright, serve from Zverev goes a kicker. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev goes forehand inside out. Good depth. Djokovic goes backhand, forehand cross. Zverev goes back, forehand cross. Bang on the line again. Just going cross court to cross court. Djokovic switches with the forehand up the line. Got a forehand, goes to Zverev's forehand. No, he goes cross. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Misses long. Djokovic looking the slightly more consistent of the two here at the moment. And Zverev looking like he's going to come over to the umpire just to ask a question, maybe something in the crowd. Here we go. Not sure what he's asking about there, but it's 15-all. Saying something about the fact that it's too bright behind the serving position. Anyway, 15-all. Zverev going to want to get a game on the board here. I feel like he's going to hit some big serves in this opening game. Serve out wide's an ace. How many aces are we going to see from Sasha Zverev, and how many double faults? I say that as a joke, but he is quite known for making a lot of double faults in games. Well, previously, he's got a bit better at that. He has got better. Leave a comment in the live chat. How many aces is Sasha Zverev going to hit? Serve out wide from Zverev. Another ace. Second ace already this match. Nice and solid. 40-15 Zverev. Max saying 6 aces in the whole match. I'm saying 15 aces this match. Serve down the tee gives a let. Surely he's going to hit more than 6. He's already hit 2 in the first service game. Let's say it's a 3-set match. They play 30 games. Then 15 service games. An ace a service game. It's about 15. Zverev serve out wide. Djokovic misses the return. Opening game to Zverev on his serve. And again, really finding ways of making the best returner of all time struggle on his returning games. And that's something that takes some serious serving ability, which is exactly what Sasha Zverev has right here. Here we go. Djokovic to serve once again. Plough through the opening part of this first set. Serve down the tee from Djokovic. Zverev not quite able to get that return. Missing that ball in the net. Djokovic now 15 love up. Djokovic obviously simplifying his serving motion in recent years. And now he's looking super solid as Zverev misses another return. So far, the games have been pretty short. 7 minutes and we're almost through 3 service games. So looking to be very nice and consistent. And this is why they're both so highly ranked, is because they're just plowing, just literally just going through the service games so quickly. Serve down the tee is a let and goes wide. Second serve. Served at the body from Zverev, just about gets out of the way. Backhand from Djokovic into the net. Leaning slightly, looks slightly frustrated with himself. I'm going to put a poll in the chat, guys. Vote in this poll in the chat. Who wins? Who wins, Djokovic or Zverev? I'd like to know your thoughts. Here you go. Oh, for goodness sake. Put who's going to win, Djokovic or Zverev, yes or no. Oh, that's not ideal. How do I get rid of this now? 40-15. 40-15 Djokovic. Here we go. 40-15 Djokovic. Obviously less demanding for the baseline game. He's just hitting these balls and he's challenging a serve that he's hit. Let's have a look. For Djokovic, obviously, he's going to want to have as shorter games as possible. And just missing that serve from Djokovic. Give this a second go. Yeah, have a look in the chat. Put a poll in the chat. Who do you think is going to win, Djokovic or Zverev? Let me know. Djokovic is the second serve to Zverev's backhand. Off balance. Zverev with the forehand goes great depth to Djokovic's backhand, who pushed the ball long. Good play from Zverev. Nice play. It's 40-30 now. Djokovic obviously 2 challenges remaining. And he's 40-30. The first maybe look into a service game from Sasha Zverev. Let's see what he can do. Serve down the tee. Goes straight at the body of Sasha. First serve once again. Zverev needs to make a first serve return here. Goes out wide. Djokovic return back to the body from Sasha. Djokovic approaching the net, puts the volley away. 2-1 Novak. Clinical finishing. Zverev hitting the backhand through to the middle of the court, and Djokovic saying, yep, I'll take that. Takes the pace, goes forehand back behind straight away. And he's there, right there with Zverev with the holding of the service games. Looking at their last meeting, obviously, US semi-final, for those of you who didn't know. Look at Zverev's first serve placement against Djokovic. On the ad side, he's going 70% roughly to the tee, so Djokovic's forehand. And on the juice side, he's going down the tee to Djokovic's backhand with 93%. That's a very, very big gap between... oh no, this is points 1. Sorry, 93% of points 1 on the juice to Djokovic's backhand. And 82% of points 1 on the ad side to Djokovic's forehand. So any serve kind of coming down the tee of the court through the middle, Zverev is winning a lot more points than when he's pushing Djokovic on the stretch, which I think is kind of natural, because the more Zverev hits a serve out wide, Djokovic, such a good returner, he's got more angles. He can go angle cross, he can go through the middle, or he can go down the line. Whereas if he goes through the middle, all Djokovic has kind of got is knock it back through the middle with some pace, rather than he then has to open the angle, which obviously gives Zverev a chance then to kind of step in and put the ball away. Looking at the poll so far, 70% of you thinking Djokovic is going to win, 30% Zverev. Where are the Zverev fans at? Go in the live chat right now and vote on who you think is going to win this one. Let me know. And here we go. Zverev. Serve goes down the tee. Djokovic puts the ball through the middle. Zverev missing the backhand into the net. Slightly cheap on Forstera there. Doesn't want to go 30 love down in these service games, because it can quite easily become a break if against Djokovic, because he's relentless. He's not going to miss any free points or give you any free points or opportunities. Serve from Zverev goes up the tee. Djokovic misses the return. He could do with a few more of those. He could definitely do with a few more of those for sure. 15-all. Zverev's first serve percentage up into the 70s now after that serve. Every single match they're saying his serve has been in the 70s, so serving extremely well this week. As another serve, he hits down the tee 226 kilometers an hour. Djokovic can't quite get back into the court. That is a really solid serving performance so far from Novak. From Zverev. So about wide, Djokovic misses the return, 40-15. I mean, what more can Novak do? Guy who's one of the best returners to ever play, and he's struggling to even get a single point on the Zverev service game without an unforced error. Shows you how good Zverev's serve is, realistically. Serve from Zverev goes out wide. Called out. But again, 200 Ks out wide. Going to pull Djokovic so far out of position if that goes in. Zverev. Kick serve. Novak goes backhand through the middle. Zverev goes forehand cross. Bang in the corner. Djokovic returns with the forehand cross. Zverev goes back forehand cross. Djokovic slices up the line. Zverev goes backhand cross court. Slice to slice now. Djokovic runs round, goes inside out. Zverev running defensive backhand through the middle. Djokovic going to the Zverev forehand, who whips it high as a defensive ball. Backhand to backhand now. Djokovic goes slice to Zverev's forehand, pulls it long. Game Zverev. 2-2. 2-2. In the opening few games, we've seen a few chances for both players, Well, a few small chances, no break points or anything crazy yet. But I think Djokovic looking for a bit of a change of pace because maybe he's just feeling the pace that they're kind of playing the ball is consistent, or consistently Zverev's maybe able to just rally with that pace a bit too easily. Zverev improved his serve this year, for sure. I mean, a lot less double faults, firstly, and a lot more aces we've seen. Serve down the tee from Novak, Zverev shanking the return. We have seen, though, Novak win 100% of first serve points, showing how confident he is on his serve. And at 15 love now, he's, maybe showing that how important the serve is in tennis. Serve goes out wide. Again, Zverev missing the ball. It's a bit of a serve masterclass so far from both of these players. No really long rallies, but both of the players hitting 3 to 4 unreturnable serves or aces in these service games. Zverev already hitting 2 in 2 service games. Djokovic hitting 1 in 2 service games. But most of them, Zverev's getting a racket on them, or Djokovic is getting a racket, but they're always going out. Both of them extremely high win percentage on the first serve now. And both making a good amount of first serves to put their opponent under pressure. Djokovic at 30 love. Serve out wide. Zverev goes forehand cross court. Djokovic goes back cross. Zverev stretching, goes into the net. Looking slightly uncomfortable on the Djokovic serve. After the first ball, his movement's just not good enough to deal with the Djokovic pace that he's kind of laying on him on the third ball. You can see Djokovic has been working on that. The serve in the third ball, of course, working on. He's always been good at it. He's one of the best players. Serve down the tee is an ace. Djokovic holds 3-2. And we're 15 minutes in, 5 games in. Average of 3 minutes per game. Pretty quick games so far. And getting to the business end of this first set, it's going to be important for Zverev to get a set on the board here if he wants to push Novak Djokovic in this match, because I feel, once Novak gets warm, once he's got the set under in the bag, he's just going to get better and better and better, which is something Zverev's going to have to deal with. Of course, Zverev winning the first set against him in the US Open and losing in 5, so that was a clear sign that, Djokovic coming and winning the second and the third set. So maybe in that situation, Djokovic winning the first set would have won in straight sets. So Zverev just got to be very cautious on these service games. Keep the arm nice and loose, hit some big serves, and make sure that the Djokovic can't touch him pretty much. Let's have a look at the poll in the chat. 78% of people think Djokovic is going to win. That is an overwhelming number. I think 72 of you guys have voted, so there's still a few people that haven't voted yet. Anyone in the chat right now, go and vote in the live poll in the live chat and let me know who wins, Djokovic or Zverev. I was expecting more of this. 55% or 54% saying Djokovic, not the 80% that it's saying. Interesting. What are you saying? Hey, how's it going? Anyone that comments in the live chat as well, leaves a comment. I'll try and put you on the screen here. So you can be featured in the live stream. So maybe a bit of an incentive to subscribe and comment in the live chat and keep the stream engaging for everyone. But at the moment, this match is engaging, and Zverev now steps up to serve, and it's 3-2 down, but still in with a chance. Well, serve out wide. Djokovic just gets a record on it. Short forehand goes straight at Djokovic. He plays the high ball. Zverev puts away the smash. Good composure there from Zverev. Just needs to find a way of winning a first few points in each of these games. I mean, look at the trajectory of his serve. A 6. What is he? How tall is he? He's 6'6". So when the ball's coming from 6'6", that angle is so tough to return. And again, another ace down the tee here. It's his third ace of the match so far in as many service games. And I'm predicting 15 aces in the match for Zverev. Let me know in the live chat how many aces is Zverev going to hit. We've had 6. I think 15. Let's get a few more people giving your guesses on how many aces he's going to hit. 30 love now for Zverev. Going to be another easy service hold for both of these guys. Good serve to Djokovic's backhand, goes through the middle. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross. They're stuck in the backhand cross rally. Who's going to blink first? It's Zverev, goes up the line. Djokovic, good defense. Zverev on the forehand now goes to Djokovic's forehand, who plays cross. Djokovic now on the backhand, steps in, tries to go cross, but misses wide. Looking to be a bit impatient in that point. Trying to do a bit too much on the Zverev backhand. He knows he's 30 love down. He knows he has to You know, he's not going to win 3 points by just grinding it out from the back against a guy like Zverev on his serve. So maybe putting the trigger a bit early. Of course, on a big point, he's going to make that ball, but no reason to try and tire himself out now. You know, at this level, I guess, you know your opponent's going to hit some big serves and hit some... Not going to make any crazy unforced errors. Maybe at a junior level, it's better to stick in the point and hustle for everything because someone could have a 3-point dip and you're back in the game. But, you know, these guys aren't dipping. As Djokovic, it's a beautiful return forehand, bang into the corner. And if you can play a few more of those on the Zverev second serves, he's going to be in a good position. He's going to be in a very good position in this match. He just needs to find a break. I'd like to see a tie break in this first set, though. Zverev, serve out wide. Just called long. He's on a 64%. They're both equal on the first serve percentage now. Both serving, I'd say, pretty average first serve. But what stands out is the win percentage on the first serve. Serve from Zverev goes to Djokovic's forehand, who goes up the line. Zverev on the slice. Oh, looked like it was going to dip in, but it just went long. And 40-30 now from Zverev. Djokovic has hit 2 very, very good returns. Zverev's got to be cautious here not to miss his first serve. He needs an unreturnable one here. Because, you know, we know how good Djokovic is on the return. Doesn't want to give Djokovic a chance. Serve goes out wide. Misses long. He's on a second now. He's only 50-50 on the second serves. Could we see the first juice of this match at 3-all? At 3-2. Second serve from Zverev goes to Djokovic. Forehand, mixes it up. Goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Stuck in the backhand cross. Djokovic runs around, goes inside in. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes up the line, bang on the line. Zverev goes backhand cross on the defense. Djokovic opens up to the Zverev. Forehand goes with a drop shot. Zverev's going to run, misses wide. Zverev holds. Wow, a lot of running there from Zverev, but good tracking down of the ball, making Djokovic feel like he's got no options to then try and play the drop shot, and wasn't quite good enough. We've seen Djokovic hit quite a few drop shots so far this match. So far this tournament. None of which seem to be too particularly successful. Usually he's got pretty good hands, but now he's just needs to find those hands if he really wants to stress Zverev in his service games. Because both of these guys serving well. Look at double faults per match up to the Olympic final. Zverev has hit 4.1, and since the Olympic final, he's hit 2.8. Which is an interesting statistic, actually, showing how he's maybe worked on his serve since he's won that gold medal. And maybe that's a kind of turning point in his career, almost. (3-3). Halfway there to a tiebreak. 21 minutes in. Djokovic goes kick serve down the tee. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic shanks the forehand. Oh, just called long. Maybe he's going to challenge it. He's not. 15-love down. If Zverev can get a break here, if he can steal a break here, he's in position to pounce. Maybe at 4-all. That's probably the 4-all or 5-all is the best time to get a break because then you're serving for the set. But Zverev now needs to capitalise. I have a sneaky suspicion though Djokovic is going to hit some absolute ridiculous serves here. Serve down the tee. Oh, it's so good. You knew that it was going to happen. This is why he's the GOAT. Massive serve down the tee. And lands bang on the line. Too good. 30-all. Ace from Djokovic. His second of the match so far. And Hawkeye showing they did not touch the blue on the court. Only white. And that's a serve. Oh, like on the line, as in. The whole ball was on the line. Which is good enough. Serve down the tee from Djokovic going into the net. Looking like he's slightly off balance on that serve. Don't know what the facial expression was for. But now forced to play a second. Again, 50% on the second serve. 50% is roughly where you want to be. But of course you want to be higher. Second serve goes to Zverev's backhand and goes through the middle. Djokovic goes back to Zverev's forehand. He goes up the line, changing the pace. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev backhand cross. Good angle. Djokovic defends through the middle. Zverev goes high to Djokovic's backhand, who goes cross court with a good angle. Backhand to backhand cross now. Zverev really using the angles on the court. Djokovic mixing up the pace, slice into the net. Again, solid point from Zverev. Djokovic introducing the slice quite early in these points. Maybe trying to mix up the pace. Maybe trying to force Zverev to go up the line to Djokovic's forehand or to his forehand. Trying to see the intention behind the slice. Maybe he's just trying to change the pace. Look for a cheap unforced error on the backhand mistake. 30-15 Zverev. Serve out wide. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Oh, back of the line I'd say that was. Djokovic inside in. Zverev sliced the ball, goes cross. No way. He knows he should have challenged that one because it literally hit the back of the line. I'd love to see if we get seen get given, you know, when they don't challenge it, but there's like a Hawkeye comes up on the screen. Be interesting. First serve points won. Zverev at 89% or 90%, but Djokovic all the way still there at 100. So if he can keep putting first serves into the court, he's going to keep winning points. And here we go, 30-all. No first serves coming back from either of these guys. Serve down the tee. Zverev can't get it back. He's going to challenge it though. It's a good time to challenge, I guess, at 30-all. It will make a difference if this is long. A second serve. Djokovic is one less than he's he's one less than he's won. He's lost more than he's won. That's an easier way of saying it. Serve was inside the line. And it's 40-30 Djokovic. And a slight blip in this service game. He was 15-30 down, 15-love down. But he looks like he's going to come through and escape. Once again, no break points in this match so far. Maybe looking like we're on course for a tiebreak. That's what it's looking like at the moment. Serve down the tee. Zverev can't get there. Hold from Djokovic. We change ends at 7 games. It's 4-3. Zverev on serve. No breaks, no break points. Nothing of that nature so far. And no chances for the returner. And it looks like we're on track for a tiebreak, but we're in the business end of this set now. Actually, no. At 4-all, we're at the business end of this set. And so I'll be interested to see how Zverev gets through this service game. That's going to be an interesting one. 139 people have voted now in the live chat, and 73% still saying Djokovic. Let me refresh my page. I'm seeing that correctly. Let's have a look. So yes, still 73% out of 142 votes saying Djokovic, and Zverev only at 27%. Why are you guys not backing Djokovic? What's going on? Is that like a preference thing, a tactical thing, or do you just think Djokovic is too good and he's the GOAT? I'd like to know your opinions. Let me know in the comments. For me, I'd maybe be predicting 60% Djokovic, 40% Zverev, depending on the outcome of this first match. Because if we see a tiebreak, anything can happen with a tiebreak. We've seen Djokovic win a tiebreak against Casper Ruud. Zverev obviously win the tiebreak against Berrettini. The second set tiebreak against Medvedev. And of course, losing the third set tiebreak against Medvedev. But, he's 2 from 3. Maybe he can sneak a set in here, and then we're going into a third for this final match. Looking at how full the crowd in the stadium is, it's pretty much full. I know they said 60% capacity, but looking out onto the stadium now, I'd say more 95%, because nobody wants to miss a Novak Zverev semi-final. And we're getting treated at the moment. Both players playing some solid tennis. No drama moments yet, though. No break points saved, no break points faced. I guess all to come. Both hitting the same amount of winners and unforced errors. Strange statistic there, but here we go into the 8th game of this match. Zverev to serve. Serve goes out wide. Djokovic makes a return to Zverev's backhand, who goes cross court. Good depth. Djokovic really on the stretch there. Zverev forehand to Djokovic's forehand. Short forehand from Zverev goes up the line. Seeing the Djokovic athleticism there. Going for like one of those crazy balls where he's like sliding on the backhand side. There was one point earlier in the week where he was playing Ruud and he was like sliding all over the place. I saw that on Tennis TV, which was crazy. That was a joke of a point. Zverev, 15-love up, goes serve down the tee. Djokovic making the return, but missing it at the same time. Getting a racket on it. I mean, when I say making, you got a racket on the ball. And it's 30-love. Zverev looking like he's easing through his service games. 30-love Zverev. Serve down the tee, just misses wide. And again now, in a leading position in this game. No need to worry for him here. Zverev goes with the kick serve to Djokovic's forehand, goes through the middle. Zverev goes through the middle with the backhand. Zverev goes cross court. Djokovic goes slice cross, switching in the slice once again. Djokovic, good defensive ball now on the forehand side, goes up the line. Zverev through the middle with the backhand. Djokovic going spin, pushing it long. mid-court ball, pushing it long, unlike Novak Djokovic. But I guess the game is just, again, a 30-love we saw in the 30-love in the previous game. Just Djokovic, you know, knowing that, you know, he's down and he's probably going to lose the service game, so maybe looking to over-press slightly. Zverev up now, 40-love, of course. Looking like he's going to be able to close it out at 4-all and really enter the business end of this set. Serve out wide, Djokovic goes backhand up the line, misses in the net, service hold, Alexander Zverev. Nice work here from Zverev, and Djokovic has broken a string. That's an interesting one. Usually you don't actually see players break a string when they're playing, but maybe just hitting, like, you know, when you hit the top of the strings and the knot comes undone with the frame, I guess. But these guys are changing rackets every 7 games, every ball change, I guess. Interesting to see Djokovic breaking a string. And looking at the difference between their first serve percentage, Zverev hitting on average 8 miles an hour faster than Novak Djokovic, but they're both 4 games all, 20 points won each. So it could not be more level at the moment. It's 50-50. Serve out wide from Djokovic. Zverev missing the return. That's the only thing. Zverev putting his hand out like this, asking himself, you know, why am I missing those returns? You know, he needs to put a few more returns in the court if he wants to win in anything other than a tiebreak at the moment. But both of them putting in a solid serving performance. Again, still 73% of people thinking Djokovic is going to win. Serve down the tee. Zverev missing the ball long. 30-love. Nice, solid serving there from Novak. .30-love, here we go. Both of them cruising through their service games. We're at half an hour in and almost finished the set. Serve down the tee. Bang in the corner. There's the Novak Djokovic serve. So consistently, effortlessly good. Unbelievable. Looking at first serves unreturned, Djokovic in this match, 81%. And Zverev, 77%. 80% of your serves aren't coming back. How are you going to lose a point? Serve down the tee, serve and volley from Novak. Oh, misses the smash. An easy high volley there, puts it wide. So first serve, first point he's won on his first serve. He is such an easy ball. He could have kept that really good win percentage on first serve, but wasn't to be. Wasn't to be. Go vote on the poll if you're new or you haven't voted already. Vote on who you think's going to win, Djokovic or Zverev. Currently almost 200 votes in there now. Go and cast your prediction. Serve down the tee from Novak is an ace. We change ends after 9 games at 5-4. What I would have predicted. And the rallies so far have been few and far between since the beginning of this match. Zverev lacking slightly on the first serve percentage to Djokovic. But again, a higher win percentage on first serve and more second serve points won. And winners to unforced errors, both in the positive. That's a sign of a good high-level match and both hitting above, well, Djokovic at 5 aces now in 5 games. So hitting at, on average, 1 ace per game. Looking at their head-to-head, I just want to draw a list 7-3. I guess if 73% of people are saying Djokovic to win, it's accurate because the head-to-head is 7-3. But looking at their serving statistics, Zverev 1% higher overall in the serve and the break statistics. So I guess, you know, Zverev looking like he's going to lose his serve less often than Novak Djokovic, but I mean, it's so close. I reckon we could see a tiebreak on our hands here. And what I would love, can you imagine, guys, is a 7-6 Zverev, 7-6 Djokovic, 6-all in the tiebreak. That moment, just who's going to win? That would be absolutely crazy if you had like a Sinner-Medvedev match where it's 7-6 in the third. That would be awesome between these two. See them battle it out. If you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Let's try and get to at least 100 likes on this stream. So 160 of you in here. So if all of you just drop a like, we'll get to that goal in no time. Only takes like 3 to 5 seconds. Anyway, back to the action now. Djokovic, 5-4 up. Zverev now, 4-5. Needs to put in some consistent serves, because of course if he loses this game, Djokovic will take the first set 6-4. But for now, Zverev looking consistently good at this on the serve. Serve to Djokovic's backhand. Goes backhand cross court. Djokovic mixing it up with a slice with good depth. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Zverev now forehand cross. Oh, misses. Love 15 to start that Djokovic would have wanted. Again, I hope Djokovic wins because I really like his movement and how he plays. I love his movement as well. He's an unbelievable athlete, such a great mover. He's going to have to use his returning ability, his athleticism, all right now in this return game if he wants to try and pull off a break. Zverev. Serve down the tee. Djokovic chipping the return in. Short forehand from Zverev goes to Djokovic's backhand, who goes cross-court. Zverev goes backhand cross. Good depth from Djokovic here. Getting the good height over the net. Zverev just attacking the Djokovic backhand, it looks like. Almost rallying to that one side. Keeping it, not too fast, not too hard. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Djokovic on the stretch. Zverev almost tripping over there. Goes backhand cross. Great angle. Djokovic somehow getting there. Zverev putting the volley away. What a point that was. Really good from Zverev there. Almost tripping over during the rally. But managed to pull off a solid backhand angle to do enough damage to Djokovic. Almost stumbles. Gains the composure as well. That's so tough. And then puts away a really tough moving volley cross court. And it almost saves going down 30 love, which would have caused a really high stress situation in this match. Could have been difficult. And he give me some more celebration right there. Serve down the tee. Zverev goes, forehand through the middle. Djokovic goes to Zverev's forehand, who goes down the line. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic with the slice through the middle. Zverev goes inside out. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Oh, bang on the line. Zverev returning to Djokovic's backhand. Zverev now approaching to Djokovic's backhand. Just keeping Djokovic in the backhand side, keeping him level, not allowing him to attack. Djokovic drops in the slice. Zverev getting good depth on the ball. Djokovic again hitting that ball onto the line. Really, really solid rally here, getting to 20 shots now. Zverev goes forehand cross, bang on the line. Djokovic looking like he's tiring. Zverev, good angle out to the Djokovic forehand. Djokovic goes forehand cross, back through the middle of the court. Djokovic with a drop shot. Zverev's running. That is so good. Zverev gets there, goes up the line, lands on the line. Zverev with Djokovic with the lob. Ball lands on the line. Zverev hits the spin, goes long. And Djokovic giving it the come on. And what a point that was. Possibly one of the best points of the week. Unbelievable ball making from both of these guys. Djokovic getting lucky that his ball dipped into the line in the last ball of that point. And Zverev, lungs probably absolutely bursting at that point. Missing that ball because he's running back. It's quite a hard shot to hit. Did well to get down to the drop shot and hit it bang on the line. But Djokovic timing that lob so well. And Zverev not being able to make that ball and giving it the arms open Jesus celebration, as I call it. And here we go, 30-15 down now. Zverev's got to regain his composure. Maybe a break point opportunity perhaps here for Novak Djokovic. Serve down the tee. Djokovic makes a return to Zverev backhand. Backhand up the line from Zverev. Is Djokovic going to challenge? He's not. Fine margins there from Zverev. Got a bit lucky with that one. But Zverev's done really well there to reset. And it's 30-all. At 5-4 in this opening set. Drama in this game. And Zverev doing a really good job of keeping his cool, keeping his composure. You can see he's breathing. This is why you need the fitness. It's not just to be able to play the points. It's to be able to recover between the points and be ready for the next one so you don't make any stupid, silly, unforced errors which can cost you at this moment right here. Serve from Zverev. Goes out wide. Djokovic makes the return. That is a ridiculous return. Backhand to backhand cross now. Djokovic making the returns in the key moments. Goes slice. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes slice again. Just taking all of the pace out of the ball. Djokovic goes backhand up the line. Zverev misses. And the first set point of this match goes to Novak Djokovic on the Zverev serve. And I told you, if he can find a chance to get the break at 5-4, it's going to cause him a lot less pressure. Here we go. 40-30 Djokovic now. Chance for Djokovic to win the first set. What can he do? Let's have a look. Interesting to see how he can respond here. Serve. Zverev goes out wide. Djokovic chips the return. Goes long. Zverev shouts, come on. Saves a break point. A set point. And just keeps him on track. And that's where the serve is so important. Really struggling in the points in this game. where he's getting in the rally with Djokovic. Djokovic just being able to out-rally him. But from what it looks like, Zverev using his serve wisely, keeping it high and winning a lot of points on the first serve, which is winning him some points. Here we go. Serve from Zverev goes down the tee. Called long. He's on a second serve. Yeah, he's 156%. I'm confident that he can win this one. But what he doesn't want is a long, hefty rally here because Djokovic coming out on top in these rallies usually. Serve from Zverev up the tee. He's gone for a massive second serve. Djokovic missing the return. Wow, let me get a speed check on that one. How quick was that? Bombing that first serve down. So quick. Zverev with a chance to go 5-all after 40 minutes. 223 kilometers per hour. That is pretty hefty. Game point Zverev now. What's he got in the tank? Serve goes out wide. Djokovic goes long. Zverev kicks serve out wide. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes back across. Djokovic misses. And what a hold from Sasha Zverev. Composure, calmness, and maybe just getting excited a little too soon in this set because Sasha Zverev's still in it. And we're on target for a tie break so far in this set. Go and vote in the live chat. Go let me know who you think's going to win. Currently, it is 75% Novak Djokovic with 250 votes. Go and vote. Let me know who you think. I would have voted Djokovic a second ago, but now it's 5-all. Maybe Zverev gets a chance in this service game after Djokovic being so close. Let's have a look. 5-5. Djokovic served down the tee. Zverev gets there. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes up the line. Zverev gets there on the slice. Short forehand from Djokovic. Misses long. Oh, uncharacteristic unforced error there from Novak. Giving Zverev the 15 love. Let's not get too excited yet, though. Let's not get too excited yet. An unforced error so far. Djokovic 10. It says on the statistics here. Slightly different to what it says up here. Oh yeah, 10 unforced errors now. 6 from Zverev. Serve into the net from Novak. Needs to keep his... Well, I say needs to keep his composure as if it's not Novak Djokovic. It is. The guy, of course, is going to keep his composure. Guy's so solid. Kick serve up wide. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes inside out. Zverev sliced down the line. Unbelievable defense. Djokovic approaching to Zverev. Backhand hits a volley. Zverev with the passing shot goes up the line. As Jay Oliveira subscribes. Thank you for subscribing. But 30 loves Zverev. And I said maybe he gets the opportunity. Maybe he gets the chance in this service game. And it looks like he will. 30 love. He's 1 point away from 3 break points here. And a tough spot for Djokovic now because if Zverev wins this game, he could serve it out. I feel confident in his ability to serve it out. Djokovic serve out wide. Serve and volley. Solid volley. Zverev can't quite get there. Djokovic has made amends there. That is a solid volley there. Doing well to serve and volley. Zverev looking a bit perplexed that he couldn't make that last ball. But a few more Zverev votes coming in now. As a few of you are seeing this opportunity to perhaps break in this set. Could swing the other way. It's all down to this point right here. What can Djokovic do? Serve goes out wide. Called out. Is he going to challenge? No, he's not. Maybe he wants to conserve a bit of momentum. You don't want to take too long between the first and the second serve. Especially at such a key moment like this. 30-15. Ooh, taking a bit of time, Djokovic. Just throwing the ball up and just letting it drop again. Recomposing. Kick serve, go to Zverev, backhand at the body. Djokovic goes inside out with the forehand. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev goes to the Djokovic backhand who goes up the line. Or landed straight on the line. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes whip spin up the line. Djokovic goes backhand into the net. 2 break points for Sasha Zverev. And how the tides have turned. From Djokovic looking like he's going to take the set with a set point. To now Sasha having 2 two break points to then serve it out now for the set. And after one break point in this match, another two have come along right here. Let's have a look how Djokovic can respond. I reckon he's going to go serve T here. He's won every single time he's done that. He goes serve out wide. Sasha shanking the return, goes wide. One break point saved. High stress situation here. How's Djokovic going to respond? I reckon I'm going to see a lot of Zverev maybe votes in the chat. If Zverev can get the break here, maybe to get the opportunity to serve it out for the set. Be a big advantage for Zverev if he can get the first set on the board. I would like to see a tiebreak though here. Djokovic. Serve goes out wide. Zverev makes the ball. Djokovic with a drop shot. Zverev can't quite get there. Oh, he knew he got lucky. He hit a half volley up the line there. Really, really good reaction. He's smiling. He knows that backhand half volley could have gone badly, extremely quickly. Goes with a serve out wide. Zverev gets it, dips it down to his feet. Just keeps it low enough for Zverev to kind of shank that ball. And he's looking at his team like, what am I supposed to do there? That's such a high quality ball from Novak. Saves two break points. And now is back to juice. Serve out wide. Zverev goes forehand cross. Oh, just misses wide. This much. Such fine margin. He's having a chat with his coach, it looks like. He needs to be positive. Come on. Complaining probably about the quality of Novak, but what's the point of complaining? The guy is the number one in the world, probably the GOAT. One of the GOATs of all time. Greatest of all time. And he's 5-4 now. Saved two break points to serve it out for a chance to take us possibly to a tiebreak. Both of them had their chances, I can give them that. Djokovic having less than Zverev, but nonetheless, both doing well to save the break points. Serve down the tee, Zverev's forehand goes through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand to Zverev's forehand, who goes cross. Misses long. And here we go. Entertaining couple of games there. By far the most entertaining in that match. Games 10 and 11. After a 7-minute game with two break points for Zverev, Djokovic escapes and holds to go 6-5 up in the first set. And if Zverev can hold serve here, we will be into a tiebreak. I'm looking forward to that if we see a tiebreak. It will be super interesting to see who can hold their nerve, who can play the better tennis. I guess Novak's going to rise to the level, rise to the occasion like he usually does. Interesting to see exactly how he performs. And now, Zverev got to regroup here, refocus. He knows he had two break points. It's easy to think now of, I let my chance slip, my opponent's too good. Let the thoughts get into your head. When realistically, all he has to do is just stay calm, stay concentrated, hit his big serves, go tee, go wide, all of that type of stuff. Even Mohammed, the umpires, they clap your points if it's good, yeah? I think they should. Philip saying yes, 6-5. We are close to 29,600 subscribers. We don't have the live sub count on the stream, but we're on 29,577 subscribers. So we're 33 subscribers away from 29,600. Our aim is to get to 30,000 by the end of the year. So if you guys could drop a subscription, that would be greatly appreciated. You can also comment in the live chat, all of that good stuff, and help us towards our goal. And subscribe for more live streams to come. Tomorrow we're doing the final stream, and we're definitely going to be doing lots and lots of interesting live streams next year with a few added features which we're working on to make the streams more exciting for you guys. Anyway, 6-5. Zverev now on serve. Gets a net cord. And it's 6-5. Refocus on the first serve. He's hit 3 aces. He started off pretty well. I think he hit 2 aces in the first service game. No aces since. Let me just plug in my iPad there. Don't want that to run out of battery. Serve down the tee. Djokovic getting there on the return. Zverev on the forehand goes into the net. Both in the last 3 games. Thank you, Hugo, for subscribing. In the last 3 games, we've seen easy unforced errors in the first few points. In the first point of the games. Djokovic missing that forehand. Zverev now missing the forehand. Just making it so much difficult and lowering the chances of being able to win the game. Zverev serve up the tee. Djokovic makes a return. Zverev short forehand, gets a net cord and goes long. A bit of luck there from Djokovic. Oops. And the value of getting the ball back into play proving vital for Zverev here. For Djokovic here, as he forces 2 errors and Zverev takes a deep breath. He's 30 love down, guys. How is he going to respond? Thank you, Adnan, for subscribing. So from Zverev goes up the tee. Drive volley. Goes cross court. That is so good. Sublime from Zverev, saving 3 set points. But Djokovic still in a leading position in this game. Doing a really good job of reading the position of the court. Deciding to play the drive volley. Giving it a good enough pace to whip it cross. That was a solid point. Now 30-15. Djokovic needs to put in a solid return here. I have a feeling he may. Will Zverev put up solid serving? Goes serve down the tee. Serve and volley. Puts away the smash. 30-all. He's calm and collected. 2 times now he's served and volleyed. Proving to be very efficient. Especially when he's serving bombs on the first serve like he is. And it's 30-all now. 2 points away from sending us to a tiebreak. And 2 points away from Djokovic winning the first set. Which one will it be? That is the question. Zverev bouncing the ball, getting prepared to serve. 30-all. Serve up the tee. Djokovic can't get there. Good serving from Sasha Zverev there. 40-30. He's found his way back from a deficit of love 30 with 2 cheap unforced errors. This is nerve-wracking stuff to watch, guys. 40-30 now. This is the match I was hoping for. Can we see a tie-break? Serve goes out wide. Djokovic makes the return cross. Zverev goes through the middle. Djokovic goes inside out. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Yes, we can. We're going to watch a tie-break in the first set of this match. Exactly what we wanted. Exactly what I predicted. May I just say so. And 75% in the chat still thinking Djokovic is going to win. I have a feeling that should be slightly closer by the way that these guys are playing. If it's any indicator, 6-all in the first set, showing that perhaps it's closer than a few people were thinking. Definitely closer than the first semi-final of Ruud against Medvedev. And here we go. Djokovic to serve first in this tiebreak, opening it up. Slight disadvantage. You want to be serving second in these tiebreaks. Serve out wide. Zverev slapping the return, missing it long. Djokovic 1-0. Second breaker so far of the ATP finals. Zverev's, what is it, 4th breaker. Zverev's so far 2 from 3, and Zverev's 1 from 1. Djokovic is 1 from 1. Zverev's 2 from 3. So both solid tiebreak records. Is it going to be 3 from 4 or 2 from 2? Let's find out. Zverev serve at the tee, goes into the net. Doesn't want to afford to give Djokovic an early mini break in this one. Give him a bit of confidence. Needs to assert his dominance almost and keep it nice and consistent on the serve. Kick serve. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic putting the good depth. Zverev goes up the line with the backhand. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand cross. Good width. Zverev now on the forehand goes inside out. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes up the line with the backhand. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Djokovic moving Zverev more to Zverev's backhand. Zverev up the line. Djokovic somehow stretching, missing in the net. Solid point from both of these guys. Good stuff. Interesting to see the tactics there. Djokovic looking like he's trying to favour Zverev's backhand, but Zverev looking like he knows Djokovic is recovering more to his backhand side, covering his backhand, so leaving the forehand open, playing that backhand up the line like a knife, and managing to win the point because of it. A very astute tactical play from Zverev as we're 1-all. Serve goes out wide. Djokovic makes the return cross. Zverev up the line. Nice and composed. Keep it calm. Crushing forehand up the line from Zverev. And gets himself in front. No mini breaks yet so far in this tiebreak. Looking like Zverev's playing some really, really solid tennis. 160 km/h winner. Love to see it. Here we go. Djokovic now on serve. 1-2. Goes with the serve down the tee. Zverev misses. That's the difference between these two guys. First 2 points, Zverev's missed a return. Whereas Zverev's actually had to work for his points. Just meaning there's a bit more room for error in the Zverev way of doing it, I guess. Whereas, you know, if you're Djokovic, you know, you're going to win the points every single time. If it's not good, if your opponent can't get the ball back into the court, there's no chance for you to even hit the third ball and make an error. 2-2. Serve out wide from Djokovic is an ace, but Zverev's going to challenge it. Saying it was miles wide, looking like there's a mark there. He's saying that it is out. Even Mohamed Layani saying maybe that it was out. Oh, it's just out. That is so close. 1 millimeter in it. Second serve. Second serve from Djokovic. Goes serve out wide. It's a double fault. Ooh. Hits the top of the net tape. So not a clear double fault. But that is so costly at this moment. Djokovic looking slightly upset with himself that he missed that one. Maybe a chance here for Zverev to step in and consolidate the mini break now. First mini break of this little tie break here. 3-2 Zverev. Serve. Out wide. Djokovic getting there. Serve and volley from Zverev. Short forehand goes back behind. 4-2 changing ends. Djokovic looked like he committed to try and recover to his forehand side, but Zverev, nice and consistent, took the time away and went forehand inside out. Super solid. Looking at the winners and unforced errors in this match so far, Zverev really being the more dominant. 10 winners and 6 unforced errors. Whereas Djokovic has only 7 winners and 11 unforced errors. It's almost the opposite. They've almost flipped with winners and unforced errors. So maybe Zverev should be winning this match. Well, he is winning this match, but only by 2 points. Maybe he should be winning it more clearly. Who knows? Let's have a look. See if he can enhance his lead here. Serve goes down the tee. Djokovic chips the return in the court. Bang in the corner. Djokovic goes backhand cross court again. Zverev goes back through the middle. Djokovic goes inside out. Zverev goes backhand cross. Really good angle. Djokovic opens up the line. Zverev tries to go forehand cross and misses wide. And Djokovic breaks back with the mini break. But still trails 3-4 in this first set tiebreak. Djokovic, I reckon Zverev should have made that ball. He kind of hit the bottom of the frame there and shanked the ball wide. He had the whole court to work with. If he would have just stepped in and crushed it like an Andre Rublev forehand there across court, would have won the point. But obviously Djokovic, an unbelievable mover, so making it difficult for him. Back on serve now for Novak. Doesn't want to concede another mini break with the Zverev serve. Serve down the tee. Just called long. I would challenge that. That looked in from my perspective. I'm not on the court. We know that. 3-4. Zverev. Djokovic, 92% first serve percentage won. Kick serve to Zverev's backhand goes cross. Djokovic goes inside out. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes inside in. Zverev on the stretch goes high forehand cross. Good depth. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes up the line to Djokovic's backhand and goes cross court. Zverev with a slice through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Zverev goes cross court. Djokovic goes back through the middle. Zverev on the backhand now. Djokovic switching it up with a slice. Zverev going back slice cross. Djokovic going back slice cross. Zverev going top spin backhand. Djokovic with a drop shot. Oh, hits the top of the net tape. Zverev gets there, goes angle. Zverev saw it coming. Got a bit of luck that ball didn't just roll over the net on the net tape, but kicked up for him and he played a good enough ball cross court, dipping over the net, and Djokovic getting again slightly unlucky with the net tape. He had a double fault off the net tape, another one just clipping the top of the net, giving it a bit of extra time for Zverev. And now 5-3, another mini break, and Zverev here to set up 3 set points from, of course, being 1 set point down in this set at 5-4. And another mini break. What can Djokovic return with? Goes for the serve out wide but misses. Trying maybe to serve and volley on that one. Looking like that's what he's doing to get out of trouble. We saw that obviously with the break points for Zverev at 5-all. Serve from Djokovic goes to Zverev's forehand again. He goes cross. Djokovic goes back behind. Zverev on the stretch. Djokovic at the volley goes back up the line. Nice and calm from Novak. Looking like he's trying to come into the net in these points. Maybe not feeling so comfortable from the back against Zverev in these key moments. But 5-4, Zverev now with the mini break can convert this first set if he closes out these first 2 service points. The first opportunity, doesn't want to let Djokovic into this set any more than he already has let him. And a chance here for Zverev to close out the first set. Is he going to do it? Let's have a look. Bouncing the ball. I have a sneaky suspicion Djokovic is going to get at least one of these 2 service points. Zverev goes down the tee, misses in the net. He's got a good second serve win percentage so far. So clearly confident on the second serve. But we know what Zverev's like with his double faults. He's got slightly better since the Olympics, but goes serve out wide, doesn't make a double fault. Backhand cross now. Djokovic goes backhand cross. This is where Djokovic thrives in these types of points. Goes backhand up the line. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes back forehand cross. Good angle. Djokovic now on the offense. Goes forehand up the line. Not quite good enough. Switches it up with a slice. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand up the line. Good depth from Djoko. Goes forehand up the line. Zverev puts the backhand cross. Djokovic goes slice through the middle. Again, good depth. Zverev mixes it up with a backhand up the line. Forehand to forehand cross now. Zverev going backhand cross. Djokovic with a slice. Again, good depth. Djokovic getting past. And Zverev hitting the backhand winner up the line. Djokovic stepping slightly further in. Maybe looking for an aggressive ball. And Zverev sets up 2 set points. That point reminded me of the point where Zverev passed Djokovic in the final of the ATP finals a few years ago when he won here. Well, when he won here in the UK, when the ATP finals was here. That passing shot. Managing to put that backhand up the line. And here we go. And Hao Chen saying never count Novak out. I totally agree with you. Never count Novak out, but never count Zverev out either. Can he get the first set? Serve out wide. Djokovic goes returning to the net. Zverev wins the first set 7-6 here in Turin in the ATP finals. Second semi-final. The winner will face Andre Medvedev. Here we go. And what a point from both of these guys. What am I talking about? Andre Medvedev. Daniel Medvedev. What am I on about? I'm so excited this Zverev on the first set. I was getting mixed up between Andre Rublev and Daniel Medvedev. What am I waffling on about? But yeah, that was an extraordinary high-level first set. And we're 1 like away from 50 likes. Let's try and hit 50 likes here, guys. And if you haven't subscribed already, we're now 19 subscribers away from 29,600 subscribers. So if you can just subscribe if you haven't already, drop a subscription and help us to achieve that goal. But yeah, looking at that first set, let's have a look at some of the statistics, shall we? 15 winners from Zverev, only 8 from Novak. Looking like he's really being more aggressive and more of those rallies going in Zverev's favour in the long points. Djokovic making 12 unforced errors. Unlike Djokovic, usually he's only going to make 2 or 3, well, 4, 5, 6 unforced errors in the set. And then now the aces. 3 from Zverev, 5 for Novak. But now the serve percentage is what makes the big difference. Novak looking way more comfortable on the winning first serve points, but making less first serves and winning less on the second serve. Zverev keeping it in the 70s for win percentage on second serve, which is extremely solid when you think about it. If he's converting 80% of points on first, 70% of points on second, he's going to be winning, that percentage of points in the game. So he can't get broken. That's why he's only faced 1 break point so far, which he's saved. As we see both players 100% break point converted. Break point saved, sorry. 1 hour and 2 minutes, so a pretty quick 7-6 set. Usually we'll see a slightly longer one. But 1 hour and 2 minutes, both of the players playing quite quick service games to the beginning of this set. Really being consistent at hitting their serves. Really flattening it out on the serve we've seen from Novak. But Zverev winning the first set. Almost 500 votes now in the poll in the chat. If you haven't already, head over to the live chat. Should be in the description. And vote. And Djokovic is 74 to 26%. Maybe a few of you want to go and change your tune. I know you can't change if you've already voted, but anyone new, maybe slightly more in favour of Zverev. Zonzi saying Djokovic is brutal. I agree. I think he's going to come back with a proper, solid mentality here and show Zverev what he's made of. Cool Water saying Zverev, let's go. Max saying Zverev looks tired. I don't think so. I think he looks raring to go. And how Chen's saying, he is human too. Winning 4 majors a year is very hard. He's only won 3 this year, though. Let's remember that. I'm obviously not saying that by no means he's that's not easy, but I wouldn't say that that's anything to do with him being burnt out. I think it's just Zverev's level's higher. I think it's hard for us to admit it sometimes because Djokovic is obviously the GOAT, but I don't see him playing his best tennis right now at the moment. I think he still has a gear or two to raise the level. Serve from Zverev goes backhand return from Djokovic. Backhand down the line. Zverev goes with the forehand cross. Djokovic goes back forehand through the middle. Zverev missing the backhand into the net. I think Djokovic is now going to raise the level consistently and slowly as we go through this set. And maybe we might see an early break here if Djokovic can just make Zverev play enough balls for it to be difficult. Delchina's saying, strong love from Serbia for Nole. Nole fans in the chat, you need to give him a bit of energy. Game, set, match, saying, I'm still thinking Djokovic in 3, but who knows? I totally agree. Definitely could be Novak in 3. Serve, forehand from Zverev as he approaches the net. Good volley to Djokovic's forehand. Stretching, sliding ball. Zverev puts away the smash. Nice and comfy. Chen saying, I'm a Federer fan, but I have to acknowledge Novak is the GOAT. I totally agree. He's statistically the GOAT, and if he can win this championship, he will definitely be drawing Federer with the ATP finals. If he can win next year, I think that, and once he gets the Grand Slam record, he's going to be consolidating his GOAT status. But 15-all, he's going to have to get through a worthy opponent, Sasha Zverev, in this one. Sasha Zverev missing the ball long. Of course, Sasha beating him at the Olympics in 3 sets. Most of their encounters either going to 5 or 3 sets, so we knew this was definitely an option that may happen. Zverev, kick serve down to Djokovic's backhand. Zverev goes forehand through the middle, short. Djokovic drives the backhand. Zverev forehand, who goes cross court. Djokovic goes down the line to Zverev's backhand, who gets good depth on the ball. Zverev goes with a drop shot. Oh, silky hands from Zverev, just dropping the ball to the Novak backhand side on the drop shot. You can see he's feeling confident now if he can hit shots like that. That was outrageous. Bit of swagger on that one. Game, set, and match, saying, how cool was that from Zverev? I totally agree. Cool as a cucumber on that one. Out of nowhere. First time. Shows Novak how it's done. Serve goes to Djokovic's backhand. He goes to put good return in, but no, misses long. I think these first few games we have to kind of calm down slightly. Just watch the energy levels. Make sure we're not getting too excited, because obviously there's a long way to go still in this match, as we're the beginning of the set now. But again, the beginning of the set, that's the mindset you can have. And then suddenly, stuff starts happening. Thank you, Militia, for subscribing. Serve into the net from Djokovic. Zverev holds the first game. 15 subscribers away from 29,600 subs. Appreciate anyone that's subscribed so far to the channel. Appreciate everyone that is engaging in the live chat. Their last match was obviously US Open, where Djokovic won in 5. Match before that was the Tokyo semi-finals, when Zverev won in 3. Then the Australian Open, where Zverev won in 4 sets, and the ATP Cup, where Zverev won in 3 sets. So I mean, yeah, really being pushed in these best of 3 set matches. Zverev managing to get to a third. He's lost 7-5 in the third. He's won 6-1 in the third, and he's lost 6-2 in the 5th in the last 3 encounters. So both quite tight third set matches. He's breathing he's breathing heavily. Yes, Zverev breathing heavily before every point. So is Novak, to be honest. Both of them look like they're feeling the effects of that first set physically, but you can't let it get to them. Anyway, 1 love now, Zverev. Djokovic now behind in the service sequence as well. Maybe a little bit of a disadvantage. But really, really consistent on the serve. We know that both these guys are serving super well. Serve down the tee. Gets a short ball, puts the forehand away. Good play from Djokovic. We know both of these players, of course, are really, really sound servers. So I guess we're going to be seeing maybe a potential second tiebreak. I said at the beginning of the match, anyone that was here in the beginning, you'll be able to vouch for me. I said, imagine if it goes 7-6 Zverev, 7-6 Djokovic, and then 6-all in the third set. That would be crazy. Serve out wide from Djokovic, just misses. And then he plays a perfect drop shot. When there's no pressure, it's easy to hit those types of shots. But when the pressure's on, Zverev seeming to be able to do it. Serve to Zverev, forehand goes up the line. Djokovic goes back, forehand up the line, comes into the net. Zverev, good ball there, good volley from Djokovic. And Zverev passes. Djokovic once again. And seeing Djokovic coming, he looks like he's able to just see and read the game pretty well tonight. And he looks like he's playing some quality tennis. And Djokovic looking like he's coming to the net slightly more than he usually would. Djokovic just knowing he didn't quite do enough in that point to really vouch or warrant a winning the point. So down the tee, Djokovic tanking that ball. What is that? Backhand goes through the middle, swatting at that one almost, and it's 15-30. Interesting point. Maybe a bit of a impatient swipe at the ball there from Novak. And first poor shot selection I've seen from Novak in a while, actually. Anyway, 15-30 now on serve. Djokovic goes serve out wide. Zverev makes a return. Djokovic with the volley goes cross. Zverev's there. Oh, no! Had the whole court to go forehand up the line. And missed wide. Djokovic has been let off the hook there. He's been let off the hook massively. Djokovic almost was checking out there. Just forehand cross. Zverev got there. Went forehand up the line. Crazy. Wow, Breakpoint Podcast saying Zverev's playing very well. If he can keep this level where it is, then Novak's going to have to up his level to win. Totally agree. Serve down the tee from Novak. Zverev misses the return. Seems like that's what he's doing. He looks like he's wanting the balls pretty quickly at the moment. Seems like he's in a bit of a hurry. Wanting to get off serve as quick as possible. Maybe knowing that Zverev's breathing quite heavily. Wanting to take advantage of that. But now he's in a driving seat in this game once again. 40-30. Misses the first serve. Again, Djokovic now on serve. Goes serve down the tee. Zverev missing the return. Solid service game from Novak. Bit of relief there from Novak. Could have easily had 2 break points against him. Makes a bit of his own crime scene, saying, odd question, but what are your favourite tennis balls? It totally depends on the surface that we're playing on. If we're playing on maybe like a grass or a hard court, I like I think we play with like a Slazenger ball, but they do get quite soft. So I like a kind of Dunlop. The Dunlop ATP balls are quite nice. And then if you're playing on a clay court, yeah, the Dunlop ATPs are by far my favourite. It all depends on kind of the surface you're playing on. Alchen saying, I still think Novak will pull this off. We will find out. Serve down the tee from Zverev is an ace. Looking super calm on his service games now. Looking like he's found a bit of a rhythm. And when you have that confidence, it's dangerous for Novak. Because, you know, he can't really get him uneasy. Serve from Zverev again goes to the backhand side of Djokovic. Makes a return. Backhand up the line from Zverev. Good depth. Good defense from Novak. Backhand cross from Zverev. Backhand down the line from Zverev, mixing it up on the backhand side. Now goes forehand up the line. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand into the net. Looks like he's leaning off that ball. 30 love. Looks like a bit of a shot of frustration there from Zverev. Sasha has won this title before too, right? He has. He beats Djokovic, I believe, in the final. Serve goes out wide. Djokovic makes the ball through the middle. Sasha puts the ball short. Djokovic goes with the jumping drop shot. Zverev's going to get there, but misses in the net. Bit of showmanship there from Novak. He's like he's running in between the points. Oh, he's going to his towel. Makes sense. You get a lot less time now with the self towel station. Thank you, Vladimir, for subscribing. Self towel station. He's got to run a bit in between the points, not to hold up the server. It's 30-15 Zverev. Looking to get through these first opening service games in record speed. Or Novak Djokovic was at least. Serve from Zverev goes out wide. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes wild forehand up the line. It looks like he's just kind of playing with his shots a bit at the moment. Weird facial expressions. Playing around with the racket a bit. Looking like he's getting a bit distracted almost. And interesting to see. I guess it's just to keep him in a good frame of mind mentally, so he's not thinking too much about the match. But usually you see him and he's razor focused. But maybe he's just thinking a bit later on in the set. That's what he's kind of saving all of his focus for. 40-15 Zverev. Kick serve, does Djokovic backhand through to Zverev's backhand, who misses in the net. Good return from Novak. Sort of stuff. Dennis de Greek saying, not the first time we've seen Ole succeeding in a strong second in a strong second slice serve on a critical point, for sure. He's a master of the key points, Novak. It always looks like he's in trouble. Always finds a way out. Serve from Zverev going down the tee. Djokovic can't get there. Good hold for Sasha Zverev. And he's 2-1 up and leading in this first set. Dangerous position for Novak, because if he concedes a break here, he could go 4-1 down. And the later it gets on and gets in the set, once it gets to like a 3-2 Zverev, then it's 3-2 and then 4-3. Can become quite dangerous for for Djokovic there. Zverev's first serve return placement, 80% through the middle of the court, 10% to the forehand, 10% to the backhand. So interesting, trying to give Djokovic not a lot of angles after on the first ball. So, on the third ball. Third ball for Novak. And maybe just trying to, that's a strategy maybe he's thinking about. And they're saying, who do you think is going to win? It's an interesting question. 500 votes in the chat now. 74% thinking Djokovic still. From what I'm seeing, it all comes down to these next few service games. Because if Novak gets broken, I think it is over. If he can manage to break, I think he'll find a way back. It's all about his mentality and the way that he's playing. And whether he can, whether he's able to flick on that switch today and say, look, I'm going to be playing some solid tennis now. I'm going to focus. I'm going to have a razor-sharp mindset. And I'm going to win this match. And if he has that and is able to turn that on, then I don't see Zverev beating him. But at the moment, Zverev looking like the better player. I have to be honest, the stats saying it as well. Tennis Bro, if you have put your money on someone, who would that be? You probably got, I don't know, better odds for Zverev, but I'd probably say, boy, it's so tight. I have no idea. I'd probably say Novak, just based on the experience of his matches, but I heavily think we could also see an upset equally. I'm a bit 50-50 with this one. I'm not sure. It is an extremely tough one to call, I have to say. It is a tough one. Djokovic now serving to equalise at 2-2 in this second set. Bouncing the ball, as he does. First serve, goes to the serve out wide again. He's very, very good at the juice serve down the tee, but it looks like he only wins the points because he doesn't mix it in that regularly. He's looking like he's favouring the serve out wide to the Zverev forehand. Goes again, second serve to Zverev forehand, puts a good depth from Zverev. Goes slice through the middle. Djokovic goes inside in with the forehand. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Djokovic goes backhand up the line. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Just rallying through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand to the backhand to the forehand of Zverev. Looking like he's targeting that side from Zverev. Zverev now on the backhand side, whipping it over to the Djokovic backhand. Plays a drop shot. Zverev read it really easily. Goes forehand up the line. Again. Djokovic looking for a shortcut and Zverev seeing it. Being on it straight away. Usually not like Djokovic, because Djokovic is usually just so solid, but maybe seeing that Zverev's super solid today and is going to hit a winner eventually, so maybe feeling pressured to go for that drop shot. 20 winners from Zverev, 10 unforced errors. 9 winners from Djokovic, 15 unforced errors. Interesting. Serve from Djokovic goes out wide. Zverev puts the backhand cross. Misses the return. That's what's costing him at the moment, those missed returns. In the key moments of this match, I saw Djokovic is just getting away with a few of these games. Neil's saying Djokovic is on a minus for aggressive margin. Yeah, big time. Zverev's on a big plus. Interesting one. The match would suggest that they would be slightly closer with their margins, but not really. Serve goes long from Djoko. On to a second serve now. Second serve from Novak goes slice out wide again to the Zverev forehand, becoming a bit predictable with that. Maybe he's going to switch it up on a key point. Djokovic goes down the line, check out. Misses. It's a weird shot to play there, to be honest. He's 3 or 4 shots in, under pressure, and tries to check out the line. I mean, even I know not to do that. So it's not a very smart shot. When it goes in, I guess it's like, oh yeah, great shot, Novak. He's playing so well, but when it goes out, he looks a bit like, not the right shot choice. Serve from Novak. Tries to go out wide to the Zverev backhand, but misses. 15-30, maybe a chance for Zverev here. Djokovic goes kick, Zverev goes backhand up the line. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes inside out. Zverev goes backhand up through the middle. Djokovic approaches to the Zverev forehand, plays a volley, puts the volley away. Super solid from Novak, and just couldn't quite get the depth of shot. Zverev just couldn't get the depth of shot, giving Djokovic a chance to be aggressive. Zverev doing the right thing, making Djokovic play, making him win the point. But in a key moment against Novak Djokovic, the GOAT, he maybe works against like guys like Hurkacz, maybe 8, 9, 10 in the world, but not against Novak. That's not going to work. Serve from Novak goes down the tee, bang on the line. Zverev misses a return. And again, feeling like he's escaping from this service game. Just average things for Djokovic. Again, 40-30. Now you can really vividly see the neon tennis balls in the crowd, like the big tennis inflatable balls. Serve down the tee from Novak, and he wins the game. 2-2. Zverev's not been without his chances, but Djokovic, the victor in that game. And we're 2-2 now in this second set, and looking like we're on track for another tie-break. But like we saw in the first, most of the break points coming towards the end of the first set. So perhaps we're going to have to wait slightly longer for a few breakpoint chances in this second set. 2-2 now. Zverev on serve. Goes serve out wide to this Djokovic forehand, puts it long. Good serving from Zverev, really nice and consistently putting that ball out wide. We saw them breathing quite heavily earlier, so we know the more points he can win really nice and easily on the serve, the much better he's going to feel physically as well. Serve from Zverev goes up the tee. Ace. 5th ace of the match. Super solid stuff from Sasha Zverev. What we love to see. Dirty love now for Sasha. Comes with the serve. Goes up the tee. Oh, another ace. Serves a little air horn there for him. 40 love Zverev. Chance to go 3-2 up in this set. Has he got it in the locker? Looks like it. Can he go another race? Serve out wide, Djokovic makes a return. Zverev goes backhand up the line. What a devastating hold that was for Zverev. 58 seconds. After Djokovic had a tough game, Zverev's there and enforcing why I think he maybe will win this match. 73% thinking Djokovic going to win. Slightly less of you. Let's have a look at some of the comments you guys are saying. Why is he doing so many drop shots today? Reminds me of Novak's match against Murray in 2013 final. He also played many drop shots. Well, I believe that he did lose that final. Seems like he's just trying to check out a bit too much. Like he's in the Sasha Zverev service games, in his own service games. And yeah, looking like he's just trying to play a bit too delicate. Maybe trying to find a way out of the points because he feels maybe Zverev's winning too many of them, hitting too many winners, playing too good on the day. Maybe he's just a bit tired physically from the long week of tennis. Who knows? Let's have a look. The thing is that Djokovic always loses the first set, but then wins. Always. Well, we saw at the Olympics, I think he won the first set and then lost. And won the first set and lost. But I guess, loses the first set and goes to win. The last five occasions, he's lost the first set only in the US Open, which he did go on to win, and that was their last meeting. So I guess, maybe you have a point. Obviously lost the first 2 sets against Tsitsipas, came back to win. That's just a Djokovic thing. Jack saying, let's go Zverev. There you go. Hao Chen saying, big serving from Sasha today. I totally agree. And Drip saying, I think he'll win this match. I think he could possibly too. He never loses his mind. It's a good point. Do you remember the last match against Medvedev? I do. It was the Paris final. What? The Djokovic. That was the Paris final. Serve out wide from Djokovic. Zverev misses the return long and looking like he's really angry at himself for missing that return. He's on the ball on that one. He's giving. There's a difference between not being able to make the return and having a racket on it and having time and missing the return. But showing a bit of weakness there from Zverev. Djokovic now serve goes out wide. Zverev makes the return backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes inside out. Djokovic goes backhand up the line. Misses long. Looking like his range is slightly off on the backhand side, but nothing to worry about at 15-all. 15-all. Big point again. If Zverev can get a few points on the board here. The guy waving in the crowd. Bit distracting. Serve from Zverev goes. Djokovic goes out wide again. Really trying to. I'd like to see a heat map of where he's serving, because I feel like a lot of them are going out wide at the moment. That's the impression that I'm getting. Serve from Novak. Again, out wide. Zverev on the forehand, putting the ball through the middle. Djokovic going backhand through the middle. Zverev with the slice. Djokovic with the sliced line. Zverev with the sliced line on the forehand side. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand into the net. Another unforced error from Sasha Zverev. Bit uncharacteristic now. Look, maybe a bit tired. Dennis saying, it seems to me Novak tries to end some points early in order to save some energy. Perhaps. Maybe he's preparing himself for a long third set so he knows. Maybe try and win a few points cheaply and make Zverev a bit more tired and make him run. And maybe that will help him a bit later. Serve goes out wide from Djokovic. Oh, it's an ace. Solid serving from Novak. Big ace out wide. Even Mohamed Layani, the umpire, looked a bit surprised that that was in. Yeah, it was in. The Hawkeye showing it was in, actually. Nobody challenged, but you know when they do the replay on Amazon Prime when they show whether the ball was actually in or not. Anyway, 40-15. Djokovic served down the tee, goes just long. Serve goes kick serve to Zverev, backhand goes through the middle. Djokovic goes back forehand up the line. Zverev with the slice. Djokovic goes forehand up the line again. Djokovic now on the backhand side goes cross. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Oh, bang in. Djokovic goes forehand up the into the corner. Djokovic goes forehand to the Zverev forehand. Good defense. Djokovic goes forehand to the Zverev backhand and goes slice. Goes inside out from Novak. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Wins the point. Good depth and defense there from Zverev, keeping himself alive in this service game. Any point that he can make Djokovic play extra, he's one step closer to maybe squeezing out a break in this match. And who knows? Maybe Djokovic throws in a cheap backhand now or a cheap volley or goes for another drop shot. Who knows? It's all about making Djokovic play on days like today where he's not at his absolute best. And Jack saying the serves in this match are insane. I agree. It's both serving bombs. And points 1/9 shots. Zverev at 12 and Zverev at 12 and Djokovic only at 5. Longer rallies, you'd expect Djokovic to win more, but Zverev winning more on the day. Who will face Medvedev in the final? That's exactly what we're watching. Is what we remain to find out. Djokovic kick serve, Zverev on the backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross court again. Zverev on the inside in. Djokovic scrambling, goes forehand cross. Lands bang on the line. Djokovic now goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Zverev goes backhand cross. Good depth. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev aggressive with the forehand. Misses into the net. Not quite there from Zverev. But Djokovic holding. And we're 3-3. Zverev looking slightly dejected that he didn't win that point. He had an aggressive ball that Djokovic hit one literally back of the line on the defense and looking like he kind of almost stopped the point. You know when the player kind of stops the point slightly. But first set was so level. This set looking like Zverev's just being a bit more dominant in his own service games and a bit more dominant in the Djokovic service games. Right, it's 3-3 now. Zverev on serve. Big serve out wide. It's an ace. And if you can keep serving aces like this, Djokovic just has no chance to get into the service game. What chance has he got? Nothing. It's amazing you can describe what they do in the points so fast. I've got a bit of practice, but yeah, it's pretty difficult. Serve down the tee from Zverev. Djokovic makes a return. Zverev aggressive to Djokovic's backhand, who chips the ball. Short forehand from Zverev goes inside out. And a good angle to finish the point. And that's my aim, to make you guys as viewers feel like you're here, live, watching the match. And of course, to give you my opinions and my statistical breakdown of the match. And of course, to see what you guys think and to answer some of your questions, which I enjoy doing as well. So the more questions you guys leave, the more enjoyable it is for me as well. Zverev hits an ace down the tee. Once again, 2 aces this game. 9th of the match. He's overtaken Djokovic on serves now as well. $40 Zverev. Serve goes out wide. Ooh, misses. Djokovic looking like he's ready to go and sit down. Looking slightly tired. I mean, obviously in Turin it's almost 11 o'clock in the evening. I guess these players will maybe try and adjust their bodies. I'm not sure how they prepare for night matches. Serve out wide from Zverev. Djokovic puts in a good return. Misses the forehand into the net. A little dejected looking Djokovic as Zverev holds the service game. That's not taking anything away from his ability to stay consistent. And not getting much of a look in these Zverev service games. How Chen's saying, are you a pro tennis player? I am not, but my aim for this next year, 2022, is to get an ATP point. And then I guess technically I will be classified as a professional tennis player. Or I mean, you could classify it as making a living from tennis, which I obviously won't be if I get 1 ATP point. But my aim is to be on the professional leaderboards, which would be awesome if I could achieve that in 1 year or in this year. And my aim is to take you guys as viewers on a journey of that year, beginning January. From January 2022, I'll be showing you my life pretty much of what I'm eating, how I'm training, where I'm training, how much I'm training, the tournaments that I'm playing, and to prepare myself to get 1 ATP point, and bringing you guys on my journey. So any subscribers, likes on these streams helps to keep it going, keep it positive. And of course, we're trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are 6 subscribers away from 29,600, which I was hoping to hit on this stream. So only 6 subscribers away now. And we're trying to hit 30k by the end of the year. So if you can help us out, that will help us out help me out massively. And also, we'll try and get a live subscriber count for tomorrow's stream, because I'm expecting quite a big stream tomorrow with Medvedev against either Zverev or Djokovic. All remains to be seen. Thomas saying, how's it going? It's going great. Watching the Djokovic-Zverev semi-final. Been a pretty tight match so far. Who's my favourite tennis player? I'm going to say Andy Murray. I think I have a pretty similar game style. Just need to work on my physicality a bit before I can start comparing myself to him. Serve goes out wide. Zverev misses. Ace from Djokovic. He's still got it in the locker. Djokovic looking really relaxed. But yeah, Andy Murray's my favourite player. He's obviously from the UK as well, so I quite like his game style, the way he plays, his physicality. Something I admire to be like. Aspire to be like, sorry. 15 love Novak. Serve goes cross court. Zverev cross court. Zverev gets there. Zverev on the stretch on the forehand side goes good depth on the slice. I literally just said serve goes cross court. I mean, yeah, what are you expecting, Felix, on the serve? Serve goes out wide is what I was trying to say. My brain couldn't process it because Djokovic is serving an absolute bomb. 30 love, both cruising through these mid-service games in this mid-portion of the match. And after this service game is over, we're into the final stages, perhaps, of this one. And Djokovic hits another ace. They're both equal on aces now. 8 apiece. And Zverev having a little look at that mark. Nodding. Yep, good serve. Well done. Move on to the next one. And maybe another game to love here for Novak. Serve from Djokovic goes out wide. Zverev goes back to Djokovic's backhand, goes cross. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes inside in with a forehand. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Just misses wide. Is he going to challenge? He's not. So 4-4. We're into the business end of this set. Is Novak going to step up and try and find a break here? Or is Zverev going to serve it out and get us to a tiebreak or win this match? How Chen saying Novak is raising his level now. We're going to find out. Is the world number 1 going to raise his level and show us why he deserves a spot in the final? Or is Sasha Zverev seeming to play some quality tennis gonna cause the upset? Serve down the tee. Djokovic gets there. Sasha with the serve goes to Djokovic's backhand, who goes cross. Sasha at the volley goes to Djokovic's forehand, plays the passing shot. Looks like he has raised his level slightly. Is Sasha going to challenge it? 15 of Novak, he's not. What a ball from Novak. And if that's a sign of things to come, I'm excited. Wasn't a bad volley from Sasha, but a really good passing shot from Novak. To pass a guy who's, what, 6'6", you really got to be able to thread the needle. Zverev now, one serve. Serve down the tee. Djokovic gets there, but misses long. He's almost got like a superhuman ability in the key games to just make extra returns. It's crazy. Like, he's just quicker. I mean, why doesn't he just do that from the beginning? It's like he's just kind of warming up in the set, and then he's ready. This is the time where he's ready to bring the game to life. Serve down the tee from Zverev goes wide. He's won a good amount on the second serve today. He's really improved his second serve. No double faults so far. Please, not the commentator's curse. But 15-all now. Kick serve. Djokovic's backhand goes through the middle. Zverev with the forehand backhand cross. Djokovic solid slice. Zverev stretching, goes good forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev good short ball. Djokovic approaches up the line. Zverev plays the ball high. Djokovic with a smash, pushes the ball away. We know Djokovic has a slightly shaky overhead, but did well there to put that ball away. And the Serbian fans in the crowd cheering him on. Nice stuff. Is my comment invisible? No, sorry, I just didn't read your other one. I'll read it once this game's over. Here we go. 30-15. Zverev. Serve down the tee. Djokovic can't get there. What a serve. 30-all. We've seen this from Zverev. Big serving in big moments. That's what's got him to this position. Nerves of steel. Can he keep it going? Can he be consistent with it? Can Djokovic get a look in this service game? All remains to be seen. Serve from Zverev goes down the tee. Djokovic makes the backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes back forehand cross. Hits the net taper, goes in. Djokovic returns back with an angle. Zverev goes up the line with a backhand. Djokovic with a slice cross. Zverev goes back and up the line. Djokovic goes forehand onto the line cross. Zverev gets there. Djokovic goes up the line, approaches the net. Zverev gets a racket on it. Djokovic gets the smash, puts it away. Break point Novak at 4-4. What a point there from Novak. A couple of dodgy strikes from Zverev getting a net cord. Djokovic doing well to move Zverev around the court there, but capitalizing with a second smash of this game. And 40-30, another break point. Can Zverev save? Only 3 break points in this match so far. Can Djokovic break and perhaps consolidate for a chance to win the second set and take us to a decider? Could we see a decider, guys? Zverev, serve. Gets a let first service. Nerves piling up here. Zverev, 30-40. Djokovic looking like he's just nudging to his right-hand side, maybe favouring the forehand. Serve down the tee from Zverev. An ace. It's too good. 10th ace of the match from Zverev. And he equalises to Juice. And that's why he deserves a look into a tiebreak in this second set. Here's Juice. Zverev serving big serves in the big moments. He's 25 winners to 13. That is an outrageous ratio there. Serve out wide from Zverev. Just misses the ace for a second time. Now Chen saying all points Sasha won games are on his serve. Most of them. I'm not going to say all of them because he's hit a lot of winners, but a lot of them coming on his serve. Kick serve. Djokovic backhand goes through the middle. Sasha goes back through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand to Zverev forehand and goes up the line. Djokovic goes back to the Zverev forehand, goes cross. Djokovic goes forehand through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand through the middle again. Zverev with the forehand goes to Djokovic backhand, goes cross. Oh, no way that's in. Zverev challenging the call. If that is in, Djokovic has got another break point on his hands. And raising the level, just going up a level. Let's have a look. It's in. What a point from Novak. Cool stands, and he's got another break point. This guy is just so good. 136 kilometers an hour. Backhand winner. Outrageous. Here we go. He's gone 3 times up the tee now. Where's Zverev going to go again? Goes out wide. Back. Djokovic backhand cross. Zverev misses. Djokovic gets the first break of this match. And is leading 5-4 with a chance now to serve it out and take us to a third. What an opportunity here for Novak, and we knew it would come. I thought Zverev would at least hold on to a tiebreak in this set. But he's just super consistent. And Djokovic looking like he needs some sort of gel or something. Or eye drops. Yeah, it looks like. His average topspin forehand speed. 84 miles an hour in this second set for Novak. And 76 for Zverev. Zverev's dropped his forehand speed. And Djokovic has raised his forehand speed. And S&C coach giving eye drops to the ball kid now. He's going to give them to Novak. And let's have a look at some of these comments. Novak the GOAT, for sure. What do you mean Sasha isn't winning any rally points? Sasha, he's winning quite a few rally points, I think. He's hit 27 winners. That is a crazy statistic. Lots and lots of winners. Zverev doesn't try any body serves. I think against Novak, he's just able to maneuver around the ball, and would probably mean that Djokovic is just able to kind of hit the ball with good enough depth. I think Sarah's better off kind of going for the aces, because that's where he's really coming off, or we're doing well. Alexander saying, let's go Nole. And we hit 29,600 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that subscribed during the stream or the previous streams in the last few days, or if you've been joining me recently. Thank you for watching the streams. Let's go for 29,700. Maybe we won't get there this stream, but hopefully by tomorrow's stream we will. Let's try and do it. Did you not see the start that said rallies that lasted more than 9 points? It said Djokovic won 5 and Zverev won 12. Yeah, I did see that statistic. I'd like to see it again if they pop it up on the screen. We'll see Alexa saying Djokovic flag. Let me know in the chat who you want to win. Still 72% of you saying Djokovic, but he's now serving for a chance to take us to a decider. Will we be lucky enough to get one? Will Zverev manage to eke out a break now for the first time in this match and take us to 5-all? Djokovic goes kick serve. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes forehand through the middle. Zverev goes forehand down the line. Djokovic goes backhand down the line. Zverev goes defensive ball cross, lands on the line. Djokovic goes forehand on the line. Zverev slices with good defense. Djokovic slices but misses in the net. Trying to mix up the pace. But Zverev getting a point on the board. If Zverev can make all the returns in this rally, I think he maybe has a chance. But if Djokovic can get 1 or 2 aces, I reckon he can take the set. It's all going to be down to his serving percentages right here. 15 love. If it goes 30 love down, this is when I would be beginning to get worried. Serve down the tee. It's an ace from Novak. Let out a little smile. Knows how good that was. A bit like Sasha going with a slice serve down the tee. Super quality. 10 aces for Zverev, 9 for Djokovic. Proving why these guys are so good. Djokovic, serve down the tee, Zverev gets there. Djokovic now on the forehand, goes inside out. Zverev sliced out through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand to the Zverev forehand. He shanks the ball. 30-15 Novak. It's his brother saying just kind of calm it down a little bit. No reason to be rushed or to be hurried in those points. Malek saying Djokovic best. I'm saying so clutch. I totally agree. Clutch from Novak. But it's to be expected though, no? To be expected that he'd managed to put us to a third. And I'm quite glad we're in a third set. I want to see some more tennis. Djokovic misses the serve down the tee. He's got a second serve now. Got to keep his concentration. He hasn't done it yet, guys. Let's remember, he has not won the set yet. I'm not one to count Zverev out. Kick serve. Zverev on the backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev on the forehand inside out. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Good short ball. Zverev goes slice. Djokovic goes forehand inside in. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand up the line, taking the ball so early. And Zverev misses wide. And now I say Djokovic has won the set. He at least has a big chance now. Djokovic is ranked number 1 by ATP as the best player under pressure. He's ranked best number 1 player full stop for a reason. And he's got 2 set points now. He had 1 set point in the first set. And he's got another set point at 5-4 in this second set to take us to a third. Serve from Djokovic goes down the tee. Zverev makes a return. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic misses the ball long. 40-30. It's not done there yet. LM saying Idemo Nole. RP saying Nole. Anish saying hi. How's it going, man? A lot of Novak fans in the chat. Preaching your support. Love to see it. Love to see it. 40-15. 40-30. Novak with a serve goes down the tee. Lands in the net. Second serve. He's won less than 50% on second serve. Maybe we see Zverev get it to juice. Go on. I want to see an absolute monster return here from Zverev. Goes kick. Zverev with the forehand. Oh, plays it safe. Goes to Djokovic backhand. Goes great angle. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes up the line. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes up the line. Zverev on the defense plays the slice. Good depth. Lands on the line. Djokovic goes inside out. Now Djokovic goes forehand inside in. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes up the line. Djokovic goes backhand back behind. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev on the stretch. Good defense. Short forehand from Djokovic goes into the net. Oh, did not expect that one. Good defense there from Zverev. Probably the easiest shot of the rally. Djokovic just looking like he's getting a bit caught up in that one almost. It's juice. Could Zverev find a way through? I thought for sure after the times where 3 or 4 shots Zverev was slicing the ball, Djokovic would find a winning shot up the line there. Almost laughing at himself that was a bad shot, which it was. I'm not saying it was easy, but for Djokovic's standards. Needs to put that one away. Back to juice. Serve from Novak goes down the tees. An ace. 10th ace of the match to draw level with Zverev on aces. And what better time to serve an ace. And juice, a key moment. And now he'd be happy if he can serve one more and take us into a decider. Third opportunity to do so. Can he break the curse? No, I'm not saying curse, but can he break the negative streak? Misses the first serve again. Second serve from Zverev. Set point Djokovic. Djokovic goes serve down the tee. Zverev goes forehand through the middle. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Forehand to forehand. Zverev opens it up. Djokovic on the defense on the backhand side. Zverev goes inside out. Too cool for Zverev. Really nice work there from Zverev. Able to just maneuver the point. And it's back to juice. Changing the delay on the stream. 6-minute game now. It's back to juice. Don't know why it's saying ad. It's juice. Serve from Novak goes out wide. Zverev puts the back forehand long. It's advantage Novak once again. And here we go. Another set point for Novak. See all of the Novak fans in the chat. Banu saying cheering for Novak from India. Alem saying Djokovic. So many Serbians in the chat here. Come on. Serve down the tee. Zverev makes a return. Djokovic on the stretch. Can't get there. Back to juice. Zverev putting in a monster return there. No fear. No fear whatsoever on that one. No fear from Zverev. And he's not making it easy for Djokovic to finish it off here. Really making him play the extra ball. Juice number 3. Subscribe if you want Djokovic to win this one. So intense this match. Unsubscribe just because you're enjoying the content. Serve out wide from Novak is a let. Serve again. Also 18 likes away from 100 likes. Drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying this match. If you're enjoying the suspense. The battle between these two great players. And you're enjoying the commentary hopefully as well. Help support the stream. Anyone that's typed in the live chat, I'll try and put you on the screen as well. As Djokovic misses the first serve. I'm just saying Djokovic. I like putting all the Serbian flags in the chat. I'm trying to say good job, Sasha. It was a solid shot. We're back to juice now. Djokovic. Kick serve. Zverev with the backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev with the backhand cross court. Djokovic goes backhand up the line. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Djokovic gets a backhand cross court. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Tries to open it up. Good point from Djokovic, having the patience there not to overplay, overpress. But again, was this 5th set point for Djokovic. And if Zverev keeps giving in these 3 points, he's going to win one eventually. Nicola saying, Idemore. Support your boy Novak. Serve from Novak goes down the tee. He closes it out. And the world number 1 bounces back as we prepare now for a 3rd set. I mean, to be expected in this match, to be honest. Who would have thought that we'd have a straight set win by Sasha Zverev or Novak Djokovic for that matter? But Novak Djokovic proving why he's the best player in the world with a 6-4 single break service hold to take him into a 3rd set with Sasha Zverev. All of his matches with Sasha Zverev have been like 3-setters or 5-setters. So to be expected in this match. And so putting some of you guys on the screen that have been supporting Novak. Really solid stuff. Howard Chen saying, have you ever trained with Emma Raducanu? I have not, but I've seen her play live. I've watched her play, which is crazy. That she won the US Open, it was mad. But I mean, yeah. Looking at some of the stats from the match so far, obviously Zverev not holding all of his break points. Win percentage on the second serve still better. Less first serve points won. That proving not to be too key, and then obviously roughly making around the same amount of first serves. But Novak finding a way of getting it done, even though the statistics don't tell the story of the match. Winning the 1 or 2 key points that it was required to get the break early on, or late on in that second set. And he found a way from no way. 4-all, key time to break, he broke. So under the pressure, he was actually able to find that gear that I was talking about. And let's see if he can maintain that gear now for the entire 3rd set. Be interesting to see if maybe Zverev can get an early break. Djokovic breaks back, and we see a tie break. Hopefully it's not a too one-sided affair from the beginning, but if it's going to be one-sided, I feel like it may be Djokovic, because Zverev making too many easy unforced errors at the end of that second set, which cost him dearly. Djokovic changing his t-shirt and his socks, wanting maybe a bit of a fresh start in this one. And Zverev looking to restart. Susanna saying to Nole. Thanks to everyone that's been subscribing. We are a quarter of the way there to 29,700 subscribers already. So if we can hit 29,700, maybe we can hit 30,000 on tomorrow's stream. That'd be awesome. So if any of you haven't subscribed, 326 of you in the stream right now, why not subscribe and like the video while you're there? We're 3 likes away from 100 likes. Drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying the coverage of this match so far. And we're almost 2 hours in, and we're going to get a whole nother set of tennis for me to react to and for you guys to enjoy the commentary too. I'm definitely excited. So let me know if you're excited as well, because I'm super eager to see how this match unfolds, because I thought maybe Zverev might find a way of winning, but now maybe not. Looking at the Murray, the trophy, obviously the winners: Murray, Dimitrov, Zverev, Tsitsipas, Djokovic, Federer. Djokovic and Federer, the key 2 names that stand out there as having won it the most. But here we go, starting the final set in this match. Zverev to serve. Serve down the tee, goes long. And again here, I think it's going to be all about the serve. If they can both win their service games comfortably, they're going to be in a good spot. Serve from Zverev, goes kick, makes a double fault. First double fault of the match comes in the first point of the 3rd set. Doesn't want to get broken too early in this one. It would be a shame if he were to throw away his lead now just by making a few easy unforced errors. Serve down the tee from Zverev. Djokovic gets there. Good depth. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Djokovic goes backhand up the line again. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev shanks the ball. 30-love Djokovic. He's trying to continue the momentum here. He looks like he's ramped up the level. And straight into this third set, Djokovic looking to pile on the pressure. Really looking to pile on the pressure. And Zverev needs to find this first serve here. He does go serve up the line. Djokovic misses. That's what the good players do. They make the serves in the big moments. And he couldn't afford to go 40-love down there in the beginning of this set. Would not have been productive for Zverev. I say productive. Wouldn't have been good for Zverev, essentially. 30-15. Zverev. Where's he going to go? He goes out wide. Djokovic gets there. Zverev on the forehand goes cross. Djokovic stretching, puts it really high. Goes wide. Solid play from Sasha. Doing a good job of just staying composed and not making it too difficult for himself in this opening game. Because that is essentially what it is. It's usually just difficulty. It's difficulty to hold the service game, making a few cheap unforced errors. So you have to stay laser sharp, stay on it, stay focused. That's what he's doing right now. Getting a serve out wide. Djokovic makes a return. Misses the return just long. But doing the right thing. He's trying to go deep through the middle. Make it difficult for Zverev. Make him feel like he has to play the extra ball. That's kind of what he's doing right now. Zverev, 40-30. Chance to close out this first service game. Would like to get another one on the board. Having lost his last service game. Serve out wide. Wins the service game. Game 1-love Zverev. And a crucial game. Or perhaps a crucial game for Zverev there. And what a game to hold. What a way to hold from 30-love down. Served his way out of trouble in that one. Big fan of watching you guys when you were smaller, but I'm 12. Give me motivation. You got this, bro. I mean, hopefully some of the videos we're going to be filming in the next calendar year, next month, will be super motivating. I'm going to be showing you my journey. I think if some of you may have watched my day in the life video I did a while back, it's going to be kind of like those videos, but just better, basically. And it's going to be, from January next year, showing my journey to get my first ATP point. So subscribe if you're, you want to stay, you're excited for that, I guess. But still a bit of planning going on and filming beginning soon. So super excited to bring that out for you guys. So I guess that will be all the motivation that you need. Watch some of those videos. I know other YouTubers in other industries doing a bit more of a vlog style, so trying to be a bit more like them, I guess. Serve out wide from Djokovic now, trying to dominate on the forehand, goes inside in, missing the first forehand in the first point of this game. Again, maybe having a slightly slow start. Almost 1,000 votes on the poll now. You guys smashing that poll. 73% still thinking Djokovic. Maybe I should change the poll to who will break first in this third set. I'll leave it for the moment. Serve out wide. Zverev gets the ball through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes back forehand up the line. Zverev gets there. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic on the forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes through the middle. Zverev going with a short slice. Switching it up. Good change of pace. Djokovic goes back behind. Zverev goes back behind. Sorry, Djokovic somehow gets there. Zverev forehand cross. Djokovic so athletic, but Zverev 30-love up, and it's Zverev's turn now to put the pressure on Novak. And is Zverev going to get the break here? Let's have a look. I mean, I'm expecting Djokovic to pull off a few good service points here under the pressure. But 6 points in a row now for the German. Can he carry a bit of that momentum through and scrape a break early on in this third? For the Djokovic fans that are clearly in the chat, wouldn't be a good thing. Serve goes down the tee from Nole. Just goes long. Bouncing the ball. Got to stay concentrated. He's taking his time, isn't he? It's hard for me to say anything. Serve out wide. Zverev shanking the ball. Oh, dipping. But dipping long. putting his hands like this and looking at his brother, I think. Now, I'm not sure what his brother's going to do. Looking a bit weak mentally, to be honest, Zverev at the moment. Djokovic's heart probably would have been in his mouth right there because Zverev's miss-hit the ball. It's just dipping. Could have landed. If that landed on the line, would have been love 40. Zverev makes the return. Djokovic now short forehand, goes cross court. And that is again a way you come back from 30 love. Both of these guys so sound at just finding a way of coming back from the deficit in these key points. Just don't understand how they do it so consistently. Every time when they're down, they just find a way back into the game. And that's why they're the number 1 and 3 in the world, I guess. There are only two guys in the world that could be number 1 and 3, and these are the two guys. Good return from Zverev. Djokovic going cross court and Zverev missing him forehand up the line. Momentum swaying in Djokovic's way now as he's won the last 3 points in a row. 40-30, a solid first serve from Djokovic, but still Zverev making Djokovic play. Maybe a chance here in this game, perhaps. Let's see. Djokovic on the serve. Goes down the tee. Zverev can't get there. It's an ace. 12th ace of the match. As Djokovic equalises at 1-1. You'd think that Nole is going to hit less aces than Zverev in this one, to be honest. But seems like Zverev's just going to... Maybe Zverev's getting more unreturned serves. But Zverev switching out his racket as it is a ball change, of course. And 12 aces, wow. The winner obviously playing Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev's going to be happy. The longer this goes on, the more tired the players are going to be. That's essentially how it works. He obviously had a very comfortable match against Casper Ruud. 4-2, 3 breaks in it. I think we streamed that one earlier. It was only like an hour and a bit, perhaps. So we'll be glad that he got the slightly easier draw. He could have easily faced Tsitsipas or someone like that in the semis, but got Casper Ruud. Not saying he's a bad player, but we score by the scoreline. Wasn't particularly tough. New balls. Ronald saying go Nole. There's more Nole fans in the chat than Zverev fans, but serve down the tee from Zverev lands in the net. Second serve. Second serve goes down the tee. Oh, he's hit a monster second serve. Short forehand goes to Zverev. Djokovic forehand. Good point. Just seeing this comment. Felix, what's your average first serve speed in matches? I'd probably say I'm in the 110 mile an hour range when I'm really hitting it. Maybe high 110s. I'm working on my first serve speed, so I'd like to actually measure it. Maybe we could measure it for a video with the Zep tennis sensor like we did with the Dunlop rackets earlier this year. Serve out wide from Zverev. Djokovic missing the return. Much more comprehensive service game here from Zverev, it looks like. Looking a lot more comfortable and confident. Zverev now. Serve out wide. Oh, that's a beautiful serve. It's an ace, 40 love. Really, really solid. Guy's just so solid on his first serve. Nice and consistent. 40 love now. Serve down the tee from Zverev. Just lands long. Just long on that one. I mean, it's a pretty comfortable service hold here for Zverev. Nothing to worry about, I guess. Goes kicker. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand up the line. It's a winner. And he holds 2-1. Slightly taking a bit of the edge off before we come back into the stressful moments. How important do you think talent is in tennis? I think, I guess overall in your tennis career, probably not that important. I guess it depends on what your aim is. If your aim is to become top 10 in the world, you got to have some talent. You got to be a talented tennis player, hands down. If you're, aiming for more top 100, you can definitely get there by hard work. I think, of course, talent helps, but I think I've seen a lot of players who have a lot of talent just throw it to waste because it kind of gets them through in the junior levels, and then they kind of end up not working as hard as some other guys, and that ends up being their downfall. I guess they're almost wondering why these other guys are progressing and they're not. just because they're just not working as hard. I mean, perfect example, Nick Kyrgios. Career seems to be kind of really struggling at the moment, even though he's one of the most talented tennis players to ever play the game. I want to say that. But no work ethic kind of whatsoever from a tennis perspective, you know? What's your next goal in your tennis career? My next goal, I've said this multiple times on the stream, but my aim is to get 1 ATP point by the end of next year to technically be classed as a tennis professional. I'm going to take you guys on my journey with me next year from 2022. I'm going to be doing like a vlog style, day in the lives, all of that type of stuff. Slightly more what other people on YouTube and other influencers are kind of doing. Something that I kind of, now that I have the time, I want to do properly on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for that. And if you feel like it, turning bell notifications on, not only for the remaining streams that we've got tomorrow, but also obviously for the videos to come, to be notified when we get uploaded, because it obviously helps when we get, you know, a few extra people watching. And if you enjoy this type of content, you enjoy me speaking and stuff, then it would also help support the channel and help us grow. Serve down the tee from Djokovic. Goes a backhand through the middle. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic now on the forehand goes up the line. Threads the needle. Too good from Novak. 15 love. Mihalo saying, love this channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Our Chen's exactly stating he said he wants to win ATP points next year. Exactly right. Serve goes long from Djokovic. I can always talk a bit longer at the end of the stream for any of you that are interested in that type of my journey. I'll once they've finished, I'll have a little chat with some of you guys that want to stay around and stick around, and I'll have a chat to you about that. Anyway, Djokovic kicks serve to Zverev's backhand, goes cross. Zverev now on the backhand goes cross again. Djokovic goes back cross. All landing bound on the back of the line. Djokovic switching up the line. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Misses into the net. And looking like he's just slightly off balance with that one. Getting a bit angry at himself. I mean, we've seen both of them lose many points in their service games. But I don't think we need to be too concerned before it gets towards the end of the game, because it almost seems like both of these guys are just able to have that, or are able to have that ability to just win the service games no matter what comes their way. Serve down T, well, at least Novak does, because he hasn't been broken yet. He has faced break points as well. I think multiple break points. Obviously, like we see it down here in the statistics, 100% first serve, 100% break points saved. Only 67 for Sasha. Second serve goes to the Sasha, backhand goes through the middle. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Sasha goes backhand cross again. Novak goes backhand cross. Good depth. Rallying now, trading. Djokovic goes, opens it up down the line. Sasha on the forehand. Djokovic goes forehand line. Djokovic goes forehand inside in. Sasha goes cross court with the forehand. Sasha goes up the line. Djokovic goes up the line. Misses long. Again, slightly loose error on the Djokovic forehand side. Thank you, Soren, for subscribing. Alem saying Joko Nole the best. That wasn't the best forehand from Novak. But, agree. Martino saying, hi, man. How you doing? $30 love. Again, but I have full confidence in Novak that he's going to be able to win this point. Missing the serve down the tee. He's got to at least make the serve, please. Please. Oh, taking a breath before the second serve. I'm confident that he's going to win this point, though. I think Zverev's going to get a bit tight in this one. Djokovic goes serve to Zverev. Forehand goes through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Zverev goes backhand cross. Good depth. Djokovic goes forehand into the net. Break points. 2 of them come for Sasha Zverev. I'm not going to get too excited, but 3 errors in a row for Novak. Well, I say excited. I mean surprised. I'm not going to be too surprised yet by Zverev having the first 2 chances of the 3rd set right here, right now. What can he do? Serve from Nole. Goes up the tee. Zverev makes a return. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev sliding, gets a forehand to the backhand of Djokovic. Goes backhand cross. Nole goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand through the forehand through the backhand. Backhand through the middle. Misses long. Ball's going so quickly. I'm having to literally say 25 things in a second. Hopefully, guys, you can kind of understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to just say the key shots in the point. I'm not going to say every backhand cross, you know. He's almost shouting at the ball kids to give him the balls quicker. I think he wants to kind of preserve a bit of the heat, a bit of the momentum going into the points. and not leave too much time in between the points for Sasha to devise a plan. Hao Chen he thinks Novak will hold. Well, we're about to find out in this point. Serve from Nole goes up the tee. Zverev makes the return. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes through the middle. Zverev goes forehand to Djokovic backhand, who goes cross court. Good depth. Trading now. Trading backhand to backhand. Who's going to go up the line? It is Nole. Sasha goes back to Djokovic backhand. And Nole misses long. It's the first break of the third set. Goes to Sasha Zverev. Didn't see that one coming. And how decisive could that break be? We know Novak is able to break in the key moments, so I wouldn't get too excited, but Sasha leads 3-1, is now on serve with a chance to go 4-1 in this third set, and a bit uncharacteristic from Nole, missing a few errors. Was hoping for more from Djokovic, but is he going to raise his level once again like we know he will? Like you know he can do at least. Wow. Serve out wide from Zverev goes into the net. Zverev, don't get tight. These are the moments where Sasha can get a bit nervous, a bit, itchy on the forehand side, the backhand side, maybe just make a few more errors than he usually would. Second serve goes to the Djokovic forehand, he goes through the middle, and Sasha misses the backhand. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly those types of shots where Djokovic puts a good return in and Sasha just not enough racket head speed, not behind the ball fully, and not committing to the shot. Anyway, Sasha now. Serve goes out wide. It's an ace. If he can do that, then he's going to be fine. 15-all. Any Djokovic fans in the chat now? Let me know, because your boy's going to need some help. Because it's he's down a break. Is he going to find a way out? We know Djokovic is the GOAT. So you'd expect it almost. Serve from Zverev. But if Zverev can hit a few bomb serves, it's going to be really, really tough, I reckon. Really tough. Serve goes out wide. Ace from Zverev once again. 13th of the match. Djokovic looked like he was trying to run around that second serve, or that serve to hit a forehand, leaving the space on the out wide, but rolling the dice slightly. 30-15 now. And Djokovic really has to focus now. He either breaks back now or the game after. Zverev, serve down the tee goes well. Obviously Zverev serving first as well, so he seems like he has that advantage. I do think it is a bit too late for Del Potro to get top 10. Definitely, for sure. Serve from Zverev goes kick. Oh, that was so slow. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes inside in. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Djokovic now forehand cross again. Zverev goes forehand cross. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand through the middle. Zverev keeping it to the Djokovic backhand, who opens up the line. Forehand cross from Zverev. Djokovic goes back cross. Opening up Zverev. Djokovic with a short slice. Zverev hits the backhand cross. Djokovic tries to nudge it up the line. Zverev wins the point. Looking slightly dejected there on the court. Djokovic, sorry, wasn't able to redirect the pace, which he's usually so good at. But that serve was 100 kilometers an hour slower than some of his other serves he's hit today. You can see really switching up the pace seemed to work. Serve down the tee, Djokovic missing the return. Game Zverev. 4-1. It's getting dangerous now for Djokovic. And quite a significant lead, but only the one break. Djokovic now really put under the pressure. Has to provide some good service games here. And break in the next two Zverev service games. Otherwise, Zverev will be advancing to the final, and we will see a Medvedev-Zverev final. Bro, Zverev, Djokovic need a win. I'm not sure quite what that means, but I think he's a Djokovic fan, so Djokovic maybe needs a win. Ollie's saying Zverev has this in the bag. You think so? Maybe. We shall see. Key for Zverev now, I think, is that he has to be confident. Can he finish the match? Only Medvedev does pretty well mentally against the top 10 players now. What? One thing Medvedev does pretty well mentally amongst the top 10 players. Yeah, I mean, mentally Zverev now has to just concentrate, not give any free points. Try and go big on the serves. Hit a few aces. It's all it is 2 simple service games. He's only been broken once. So let's not underestimate how easy it will be to break for Djokovic. Saddest injuries for me are Murray and Del Potro. I agree with Murray, but he's making a comeback. My favourite player is making a comeback, and so hopefully he'll be able to break the top 100 soon and find a way through into the top 100. And here we go. Djokovic now under pressure on serve. 2 hours and 13 minutes in. What's he got? It's a first serve. Is there a way back for Novak Djokovic? Serve goes down the tee. Zverev gets there. Short ball for Djokovic. Goes forehand to Zverev's backhand. Who gets there, plays the high ball. Lands wide. Good composure there for Novak. Solid play. Love. Serve from Novak goes out wide. No way, that's an ace. Zverev's going to challenge it. It looked quite long on that one. Yeah, it looked pretty long for me. Take my headphone out of my ears. I'm wearing these headphones for two and a half hours now. Crazy long match. Let's see. Serve was out. Oh, landed on the line, but not on the service line. And he's got a second serve now to deal with. Goes with the kicker. Djokovic, Zverev shanking the return wide, and it looks like this service game will be pretty easy and comfortable for Novak. Zverev not going to be able to put any more pressure on him. But then it's going to be down to the Zverev service games. And if he can win this one, it's going to be 5-2. Really putting the pressure on Novak. He has to win 3 games in a row then. That'll be pretty stressful. Serve down the tee from Novak's point perfect. I was going to say pitch perfect. It's a film, but point perfect from Novak. Here we go. Serve from Novak. Goes out wide. It's another ace. And what a way to hold serve. And maybe he's raising his level in this key moment. Just maybe. Dennis saying, it seems to me sometimes when Novak is waiting for the Zverev serve, he almost chooses a side because Zverev's serve's too fast to react. I mean, that's kind of what anyone has to do against a serve like Zverev. Otherwise, you're just going to get aced every single time. And that's how he's good. Tennis bro, I feel like you're cheering for Sasha in your heart. Am I right? Well, I'm slightly German. But I think he deserves a win here. But I want Novak to come back in this one. I want Novak to take us to a tiebreak. We deserve to see a tiebreaker in this match. As Zverev puts his first serve to Djokovic forehand, getting a free point on the Djokovic forehand. Zverev on serve goes up the tee. Djokovic makes a return. Zverev on the forehand goes cross, gets a net call, goes long. Is that the bit of fortune that Djokovic needs? Just needs a bit of luck. A little bit of luck. All he needs is a little bit of luck. It's 15-all. Murray's easily a top 20 player right now. Interesting topic. We can talk about it after this. Oops. We can talk about it after the stream. Remind me later on. Serve out wide from Zverev goes wide. For now, we're going to focus all our attention on this one right here. 15-all. Zverev kick serve. Djokovic with the backhand goes cross. Zverev goes cross court with the forehand. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev steps in, goes forehand cross. Djokovic looks like he's slightly off balance but playing a good defensive ball. Zverev goes forehand line. Djokovic goes back cross court backhand now. Zverev goes through the middle with the backhand. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev with the forehand cross court. Djokovic goes forehand up the line. Djokovic goes backhand. Oh, off balance cross court. Zverev goes forehand cross. Good depth from Zverev and forces the error from Djokovic. Djokovic smiling because Zverev has hit like 3 shots there at the back of the line. And he got a bit lucky. 19 shots long that rally. And Djokovic can't really do much more at this point. Zverev winning 18 of the 28 points past 9 shots. And Novak knows he needs a break here. Here we go. 40-30. Serve from Zverev goes down the tee. Djokovic gets a racket, but it doesn't come off. Zverev just serving so well at the moment. 40-15 up. Nole needs to find 2 big returns here. Come on, Novak. Let's see an absolute monster forehand cross. Serve out wide. Djokovic goes forehand cross. It is a good return. Djokovic steps in, goes backhand cross. Zverev off balance. Short forehand from Nole, back behind to Zverev. Playing the smash. Puts the smash away. What a point from Novak. 40-30. Sublime tennis in the key moments, and that's what he's known for. 40-30 still. If Zverev can put a solid serve in, he's still going to be in a tricky spot, but it's a solid return. I back him to make this return. Zverev. Serve down the tee. Djokovic does make the return. Good depth. Zverev goes back cross. Djokovic goes forehand inside in. Zverev goes forehand up the line. Switching up the pace. Djokovic slice cross. Zverev forehand inside in. Djokovic goes back behind. Zverev goes backhand cross. Goes long. Saves 2 game points. Could this be the break pack opportunity for Novak Djokovic? Saves 2 game points. Really sublime on the movement. And here we go. Sasha maybe feeling a bit of the pressure now. Could he be feeling a bit of the pressure? Juice. Zverev. Serve out wide. Djokovic getting the return, and Zverev goes forehand, goes long. Break point now for Novak Djokovic. Could he take us to 4-all? Suddenly Zverev is blinking in this set. Commentator saying that. I thought it sounded good. And I think it's a perfect representation of what Zverev is doing. He's been leading. And now he's blinking and giving Djokovic a chance. Can he open his eyes again and hit an ace? Break point, Djoko. Serve into the net. Second serve. Zverev's won 70% almost on the second serve, so no difference between the first and the second almost. Serve from Zverev. Goes kicker. Djokovic goes cross court. Zverev goes back through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Zverev goes backhand cross. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes inside out. Zverev goes backhand through the middle. Djokovic goes backhand cross. Almost through the middle of the court on this one. Zverev now, forehand cross. Djokovic opens up, forehand up the line, misses long. A wild shot there from Novak. I would have expected him to just play a bit more consistently, force the error slightly, play a few extra balls. Here we go. I'm angry here in Serbia. Half the people can't watch the match. Why can't you watch the match? Is that because of you can't see it anywhere or what? Not showing it? Let's see. Your comment has not aged well, has it? No. Serve down the tee. Djokovic ball through the middle. Zverev now. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev goes forehand deep through the middle. Djokovic attacks to Zverev backhand. Good defense. Zverev goes now defensive ball back through the middle. Djokovic goes forehand to Zverev backhand, who's running again. Djokovic goes forehand cross. Zverev again on the stretch, doing so well on defense. Djokovic goes forehand inside out. Back to the rally position now. Such good defense from the German. Again, defense on the backhand. Djokovic with a drop shot, throwing it in. Zverev's there so early. Goes straight at Novak and he can't redirect. So good from Sasha Zverev. But again, Novak just dropping in the drop shot because Sasha Zverev is just impenetrable from the back of the court. And the drop shot, not quite good enough from Nole. Giving the advantage back to Zverev. Five Jack saying, come on, Zverev. Oh, this is a nerve-wracking match, this one. Djokovic just unloading with the forehand, but again, 3 or 4 shots and Zverev's back in the rally in a neutral position. Ends up hunting down the ball and finding a way through. Zverev now. Serve out wide. Again, a second serve opportunity for Djokovic. He looks like he's stepping a few steps forward. I don't think he's going to miss this return, though. Let's have a look. Zverev. Second serve goes up the tee. Djokovic slicing the return, goes long. Monstrous second serve from Zverev in the key moment. And Djokovic will now only have one more service game to try and break, as Zverev will serve it out at 5-3 in this third set. And I thought for a second Djokovic would have a chance to make it 4-all. I felt confident that he'd be able to do it, but he put that forehand long. An uncharacteristic forehand error cost him dearly in that game. That could cost him the match. I think Djokovic deserves to have a chance in this one because he's played a high level of tennis. But Zverev doing a really good job of keeping him at bay, just winning the service games. Tennis comes down to, can you win your serve, can you get a break, and can you consolidate? And that's what Zverev's been doing, even with the chances from Novak. Really good job under pressure. And Alan saying, Djokovic, please. Saying, go Nole. And second serve speeds from Zverev. Slowest, 123 kilometers an hour. Fastest, 223. Wow. 100 kilometer difference between the second serve speeds. The slowest and the fastest second serve. It's a big difference there. 1,000 votes. 72% saying Djokovic. I have a feeling a few more people may be voting for Zverev now. Caleb saying Nole. Spam in the chat right now if you want Nole to come back in this one. I want to see him come back. I want to see him get a break. I want to see it get exciting in this third set. Spam in the chat if you want Nole to win this one. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. While you're down there, why not subscribe as well? If you're enjoying the commentary. Can the number one in the world hang on right now in this third set? Thank you, Gora, for subscribing. Serve out wide. Unreturnable. Solid stuff. Solid ball from Novak. We love to see that on the serve. 15 love. I have a feeling he's going to ease through the service game. That's going to be all down to the Zverev serve. A lot of pressure. Serve down the tees and ace. Too good. I mean, if he could just serve this during his service game, he wouldn't have got broken. Wouldn't have got broken in the first place. This guy's crazy. 5-Jack saying Zverev's got this in the bag. Do you think so? Max saying final. Medvedev in 2 sets. Every match predicted right. Lots of people saying go Nole. Zverev, good return. Djokovic. Oh, half volley drop shot. That is too good. It's nonchalant as it gets. Sasha needs to be aggressive here. Pressure is even higher when you have to serve it out. Of course. He's only got one chance. The way Novak's serving, if he gets broken back, he's going to go to a tiebreak. Serve from Nole, ace out wide. Sublime service game. 1 minute and 5 seconds, putting the pressure straight back on Zverev. And now, this is judgment time for Zverev. Can he serve it out for a spot in the ATP Finals final against Medvedev? Can he win? Both reigning champions in the past. Both will be, all three of these guys are reigning champions. Both semi-finalists now, and Medvedev obviously the finalist. Is he going to serve it out? Let's find out. Serve from Zverev. Down the tee. Djokovic makes a return. Zverev goes backhand up the line. Too good from Zverev. Strong start. Couldn't have been much better with the serve. Unbelievable that Djokovic made that return. But Djokovic just going to need to make him play here. He's prepared for this moment. Gloria saying Novak's going to come back. You think so? Be a big effort if he does. Serve goes out wide from Zverev. Djokovic missing the return. 30 love. He's 2 points away. Is it inevitable? Has Sasha Zverev made the final with a single break in the third set? Surely not. Surely Djokovic has more to offer here. 30 love. Serve from Zverev goes out wide. Djokovic makes a return. Serve and volley from Sasha. Djokovic is running. Plays the high backhand. Sasha with a smash. Plays it straight to the Djokovic forehand, who gets the ball back in a neutral position now. Djokovic with a slice. Goes long. Zverev with 3 match points in this third set. And surely it is over now. Thank you, Bojan, for subscribing. Surely it's done. 3 match points. Is Sasha Zverev going to get to the final of the ATP finals? Serve down the tee. It's an ace! Sasha Zverev is in the final of the ATP finals final. And what a match between these two players. Unbelievable level of tennis from these two. All it came down to was 1 break of serve in the third. And only 2 breaks of serve in the entire match. And 7-4 now is the record between these two. And Sasha Zverev proving why Djokovic's time in Turin is now... Oh, proving why he, on the day, was the better player. And proving why he deserves and is still hunting that world #1 ranking spot. And if he wins this title, he's going to be 1 step closer to getting there. And one unbelievable effort in 2.5 hours. We were expecting it to be close. Edges out the first set. And the second and third were both decided by 1 break. Sasha Zverev just serving it out. And a really good effort from that. And Novak, a lot of respect for the crowd. Obviously, it's tough for him now. He's still behind Federer on ATP finals wins. That's another thing he's going to try and... He's going to regret having not won this one, because that would have meant he would have drawn level. But Djokovic maybe looking a bit more human. In the past, I think he would have come through that one, but not quite at the same level as Sasha Zverev on the day. Thank you, Baha, for subscribing. And what a stream that was, guys. Thank you to everyone that subscribed and liked in the stream. I think I'll answer a few questions if anyone has it. I think... If the guys that were talking about the Andy Murray debate on whether he was top 100, if you're still in the chat, leave a comment and I'll have a little chat with you guys about that, because I have some opinions on that. But yeah, we're on 29,629 subscribers. So a massive thank you. 29,630 subscribers now. A brilliant effort from you guys on subscribing. Hopefully... Tomorrow's stream is big. We could get to 29,000, maybe 800. So to be 200 subscribers away. So maybe by the end of November, we can hit 30,000 subscribers. And maybe we do a giveaway when we get to 30,000 subscribers. The last giveaway, we did a Dunlop racket on the Wimbledon final, which I think we hit 25,000 subscribers. Now when we hit 30,000 subscribers, we may do another giveaway. But yeah, let me know if you guys even want a giveaway. Yeah, I don't see why not, but let's have a look. Can we chat a bit, please? Yeah, sure. Happy to sit around, chat about the match, chat about anything else, and let's have a look. I don't think it matters. I think Novak has a better record than Roger now, even though Roger is my favourite player. I do think he has a better record than Roger. And, I mean, Rafa will always hold that he's won a Grand Slam tournament 10 times. Or whatever it is, 13 or 13 times now or something crazy. So I think nobody will ever take that away from him. He's the GOAT on clay, hands down. But I think overall on all surfaces, Novak has been able to win titles consistently on all the surfaces. So I think he's the most all-round player. And in my mind, for that reason, he is the GOAT. Because Federer and kind of Nadal specialise on kind of 2 surfaces or 1 surface. But of course, they've all won majors on all of the surfaces. But Djokovic just the biggest... the biggest amount of dominance over all of them. He's sleeping. Djokovic is not sleeping. He playing. Tennis Pro. What is your training schedule? Training schedule currently, I'm playing about 15 hours a week of tennis and about 8 to 10 hours of S&C every single week. And I usually have Sunday as my rest day. But I will be documenting that more in detail in the video series to come. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. I'll give you a bit more of a deep dive into what I'm doing on a daily basis to become a professional tennis player. I'm not a professional tennis player yet. I watched Andy live in the Antwerp against TFO. He was very good. Yeah, I watched that match as well on the TV. He's an unbelievably talented tennis player. And getting back to this debate, I do believe that he's top 100 level. He's beaten players in the I'd say he's top 50. Top 50 is a push. About top 50 is where he's consistently playing at, I'd say. He's beating guys like Sinner who are top 10, so he's had those types of wins, but he can't play it and go deep in slams and do that stuff consistently, so I don't see him going higher than 50. But I think if we can watch Andy Murray, keep playing and keep playing at a high level. I think he's almost kind of drifted out. He needs to just get back into the spotlight. We've got like Rafa and Roger still kind of prominent, even though they haven't been playing. But Murray's almost been playing a lot of the lower level tournaments, and people just sleeping on Andy Murray's ability just because he's still getting some really, really big wins. Max saying we're missing Berdych against these young guns. I remember watching Berdych. He was at the ATP finals in 2013, I think. I mean, I went to the ATP finals. I have a funny story for you here. I went to the ATP finals. I was about 7 years old, and we were watching Rafa Nadal on a practice court. Or there was a massive group of people outside the practice court. I was standing there on a bench with my dad, and this woman comes up to us and says, "Hey, would you like to go over and talk to Rafa and get a little signature and a picture with him?" And I was like, I was so shy, and I will regret this forever. I said no to get a picture with Rafa Nadal at the ATP finals. And my dad was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, he'll do it." And I was like, "No, I'm really shy. I don't want to. Da 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 da." I maybe wish he would have forced me on that one, but that was a pretty memorable moment at the ATP finals. I think I've been 2 or 3 times in the past. Obviously in London. This is the first time it's been in Turin, so I haven't been this time. But can't believe I missed that opportunity. And Mihailo saying, I play tennis and my dad is trainer, but I couldn't find myself in the serious tennis. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just all about commitment and dedication to your sport, playing every single day, playing, with a real purpose to improve. If you have a great mindset, then that will eventually bring you through. Are you doing full-time tennis now? That's amazing. Yes, I am. So I've taken a year off between university and, between high school and university. My aim is to train full-time and to obviously produce YouTube videos for you guys to watch, and to create some good content, and also to improve a lot in tennis, and obviously to get my first point on the board and be on the rankings, so you guys can look me up on the ATP live rankings and see my name. That would be awesome. Djokovic's first percentage and ace count is unbelievable. Goran effect, surely. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look. 15 aces from Novak. 84% win percentage on first serve, 73% on second serve. Unbelievable that he managed to get broken in the third set. Slight lapse of concentration. He did seem slightly off in that match, not the classic Novak sharpness, but just seeming like he was just slightly off in a few of the key moments. And looking at the winners to unforced errors, Zverev in a positive by 11, and Djokovic obviously in a negative by 2, so in the aggressive margin. So just a bit of a difference between these two, proving critical. Do you have a picture with Andy Murray? I don't think I do, actually. I'd like to get one before he retires. Actually, that would be quite cool. I have seen him play. I've seen Andy Murray play in person. I think I have seen him play in person, maybe at Queen's or something. But I'd like to see him before he retires. I need to go and watch actually some tennis, especially when it's here. Maybe when he's playing at Wimbledon, I want to go and watch. I'd hope to see him play that. It's definitely helping him high level at his age. Yeah, and he's definitely good for his mental health as well. He's obviously loves the game, loves the sport. There's a documentary actually on Amazon Prime. You should watch it if you haven't. It's called Resurfacing, talking about Andy Murray. When he had all of his injuries and his kind of road back, and you can just see the dedication from this guy is just at a different level. He really wants it. I once watched Roger live in, I think that was Ghent, but he was unbelievably good. Yeah, I mean, I watched Federer play against Sonego in the Wimbledon Centre Court this year, and he was just so solid. He was just like fluid. He made it look effortless in the points. I watched Djokovic play as well, actually, on the centre court. Both of them look so light. They move around like dancing almost, which is unbelievable. Is there any exhibition matches in the next month in Dubai? I heard top players, including Team, are participating. If there are, maybe why not stream them? Let me know if you want me to stream some of those matches. Maybe not too many people would watch, but I guess most people are interested in the big ones. But we've obviously got the final tomorrow, Zverev against Medvedev, so stay tuned for that one. That'll be the last official match of the year that we're going to be streaming. And then we're going to reset for next year. And we're going to add a few things to the stream. Also, if you have any suggestions for the stream or things that you think that would be good additions, then do feel free to leave a comment, because I'm always open to new ideas. Because I feel like we need to have something maybe before the stream or after the stream, or any overlays or animations that other other people have or that you think would be quite cool, then definitely let me know. And if you want to get in contact with us and have a longer conversation, DM us on Instagram. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. I play tennis a lot, 6 times a week, 10 years now. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that sounds awesome. I've been playing also for 11 years now. And yeah, I'd probably say 5 to 6 times a week as well. So it's great to hear that you guys are also, playing a lot of tennis. I always wonder if Roger is 5 years younger, how will the big three play out? If he was 5 years younger, I guess he wouldn't have had that period of grace at the beginning. He would have come through with Djokovic and kind of and Nadal. So I guess the 5 years was kind of key to his success, really, because otherwise he would have got stolen. A lot of the trophies and stuff may have been stolen, so maybe he wouldn't have been as successful as he was, I guess. And maybe the dynamic would have been totally different. Maybe he would have pushed Djokovic and Nadal to the lengths now maybe, and maybe he would become the greatest of all time by a big margin if he would have had an extra few years to play. But it's always relative, isn't it? Any update on Brisbane tournament? I haven't heard any updates as of yet. I think the first tournament next year we will be streaming will be the ATP Cup, followed by the Australian Open, followed by what's after the Australian Open? Maybe I think it's a Masters, and then there's a few Masters, then the French, then Wimbledon, then another few Masters, then the US, then another few Masters, the hardcourt swing, and then we've got obviously the ATP finals and the next gen finals, which we streamed. You should make videos about your training and casual life. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing next year in January. So in a month's time, 6 weeks time, check back on this channel. Obviously, watch the live stream tomorrow. And then watch some of our YouTube shorts. You can see me playing. But I'll be doing kind of more vlog style of my casual life, my experience, and all of that type of stuff. It's just difficult to kind of get the structure right in the way that we want to do it. And obviously, we're trying to post daily shorts, do these live streams. It's obviously almost 11 o'clock here in the UK. So I have to get my sleep and obviously do my training schedule as well. So the days are pretty hectic. So I have to, balance all of my things out. But definitely something I really want to do. Some vlogs maybe, exactly what I had in mind. That is exactly what I thought. And talking about the Australian Open, Craig Tiley speaking about the vaccine. There's a lot of speculation about vaccination, and just to be really clear, when the Victoria Premier announced that everyone on site will need to be vaccinated, we made that clear to the playing group. All the playing group understands it. Our patrons will need to be vaccinated. All the staff working at the Australian Open will need to be vaccinated. So to go to play the US Open, you will have to be vaccinated to play, which I think makes sense. From my perspective, it would be stupid if they bring loads of players and then they have a COVID outbreak again. And obviously, if they're vaccinated, they can be a bit more relaxed with the restrictions on isolation and stuff like that, which is obviously expensive last year. We cheer for you to get that ATP point. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you. How's tennis life going right now? It's going great. I mean, I'm playing more tennis than I ever have. I've got a lot of free time, so I'm working, in the gym. My aim is over the next kind of 6 weeks to build some good muscle going into the next season, get a bit bigger, and work on a lot of the physical elements of my game. And yeah, it's a bit different, obviously, training in the day rather than kind of in the afternoon. Gives me a bit more time in the afternoon to work on some social stuff, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, I'd like to go and play a few tournaments abroad. I'm quite eager to go and play those, but all to come next year. So I guess as long as I'm patient, these things will eventually come. Yeah, and it's almost midnight in Germany. They almost finished at midnight. I mean, late 8 p.m. 9 p.m. is a pretty late evening session for those guys in Turin. I guess maybe why Djokovic was a bit tired, perhaps, but I guess we'll see. Ended up with almost 2,000 votes on the poll. 68% saying Djokovic, 32% saying Zverev. I guess the Djokovic fans were wrong. So in the end, I was right. I did think Zverev was going to win. Have you ever had an injury from tennis? I have. I had a hamstring tendinopathy, which is like a kind of weakness in the hamstring where it connects to your glute, where it connects to my glute. That was 2 summers ago. I also broke my toe, which put me out for a summer. seem to have a lot of summer injuries. I also had 2 Achilles injuries on the same kind of thing. I was running for a ball, my foot kind of compressed like this. So let's say this is my foot, and this is my shin. I was kind of running for a ball, and I stretched, and I went too far this way. So the heel of the shoe kind of dug into my Achilles, and it kind of crumpled together, causing it to not like, I couldn't like fully like point my toes up to the ceiling for about 4 months on each foot. It happened on both feet. You know, I'm sliding around a lot of the time, so it's important that I strengthen like the calf muscles and those muscles. And I just guess the injury prevention work I'd been doing wasn't enough at that time. So I've stepped it up now, and I haven't had an injury since. But working on the ankle mobility and the calf mobility is super important, obviously in tennis. So that's what I've been doing. My cousin is on the WTA list about 800. That's solid. I mean, 800. Depending on the age, I guess you could maybe make a case that top 500, then top 300, then top 100. 3 or 4 years, you could be in a good position there. We can't imagine Australian Open without Novak. I have a feeling he maybe will play. He's on the Grand Slam race. He's gonna have to. But we'll see, and face that kind of drama when we come to it later on down the line, I guess. Maybe we can't see Novak until next Madrid. Again, we have to see. I guess it's all relative, isn't it? Can you tell me how to improve my movement and shot power on court? All right, well, movement. Perfect, you ask. I'm wearing a Junior Player Fitness t-shirt. There should be a link in the description where you can check out our movement masterclass on Junior Player Fitness, where we will work together with an S&C coach to perfectly put together a tennis movement kind of training program over 6 weeks. We've also got speed and some other stuff on there where you can go and work on your movement. There'll be a link in the description, it takes you straight to that, and it will work on, you know, not just your movement but your speed, your agility, and that's also going to help with your strength. And obviously that strength is going to then help with the shot power. I put a link in the chat just now, and I think that'll be a very beneficial thing for you to do if you're not already doing some sort of tennis fitness, because the specific tennis fitness is what's going to help you build the strength but not get too bulky. Because you see Andy Murray, for example, I looked at his training workout. He would always do squats but also do it with jumps, just to make sure he's getting the power from the squats but not getting too bulky by, you know, lifting all of that weight and moving all of that weight. So I think it's an important thing to have kind of tennis specific exercises that you're doing. So go check out Junior Player Fitness, and it also helps us out. We can't move to Melbourne. Not sure what that means. I had a long shoulder injury and it's always coming back a little. Well, what I would say then is make sure that you're doing your injury prevention exercises. Make sure you're kind of doing all of the band work before you warm up. All of the stuff you saw Novak doing, or we saw Novak doing before the beginning of this match. And hopefully you should be fine. Strengthening the shoulder, strengthen the pec, because the pec is the anterior of the shoulder, antagonistic pair, kind of in a way, because the usually when you have a slump shoulders forwards, your pec's going to be tight. So I had that before on my right pec. It was like my shoulder was coming forwards a bit, like internally rotating. So when I strengthened my back and loosened my pecs, then my shoulders were a bit further back, and I had less problems when I was hitting the ball. Because obviously if you're hitting the ball like this, it's going to get really tight. But if you hit the ball like this from a nice relaxed position, that's really going to help you. But I guess for now we're going to end the stream. It's almost 11 o'clock here. Okay, one more question. I'm not sure what I should go to the gym because I'm 13, so I can get enough power from home workout. Well, yeah, go check out Junior Player Fitness. All of the workouts you can do from home. And yeah, definitely you can definitely get enough power from a home workout. You got loads of strength exercises, flexibility exercises. You know, you got push-ups. You got all of that type of stuff that's gonna, in the right proportions together. And there's lots of, you know, cool, fun exercises for you to do as well, which can help you improve your power. At 13 years old, you're kind of transitioning. You need to prepare yourself to be able to then go and lift weights in the gym, maybe at 16, 17 years old. So if you're preparing your body in the right way with the tennis-specific strength and conditioning exercises, it's going to really help you. So go check that out. Check out the movement, the footwork masterclass and the speed masterclass. And then go and have a look at the yellow ball, I think it's called, workout. So it's like a 6-week or 6-month training program kind of thing. Do some of the exercises on there, and that'll definitely help out your power. And yeah, thank you, man. See you on the next stream. And on that note, we're going to end the stream. Thank you for everyone that liked. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. We're going to be live again tomorrow. But before we leave, I'm just going to check what time the final is on tomorrow. ATP finals. So I know what time to tell you to come back. They haven't scheduled it yet. I'm guessing either 1 p.m. or 8 p.m. tomorrow. Join us for the live stream of Medvedev against Sasha Zverev in the final to see who becomes a 2-time champion of the ATP finals. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.